What's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday and shit. Dude. Salute, salute. Um, but bro, you are part of the problem making these videos, no? All the travel dudes that post only continent play a part, or am I wrong? Um, I guess maybe, but I don't post pros and stuff like that on my channel. Um, I don't talk about prostitution costs and stuff like that. Usually I don't do that. So I think those guys definitely brought the wrong crowd. I'm not gonna sit here and lie, fool. As content creators, like I'm glad you said that. As content creators, like there's guys that have to be responsible more than others. I think I know one guy that made videos. I'm not gonna say his name, but he hasn't been in Medellin like in 10 years, anyways. He's irrelevant, but his videos did go viral, and they got like millions of views. And he talks about prostitution and on Medellin, prostitution in Pereira, like, and one of the feminist girls came after him, a Colombian girl. I don't know what city she's from, but she posted like his a few seconds of his clip, and he got paranoid when he found out that he raised his videos. But I had this conversation with him before I stopped talking to him. I was like, bro, you have to bear responsibility because you're one of the first YouTubers in Colombia. He made his videos 2016, 17. He was like one of the first ones. Him and Mara and Ace Live were like the first ones. But I had this conversation with him, and I kept it real. I'm like, bro, you brought a lot of degenerates to that country, and you have to realize that as content creators, people they'll like be in denial. Or do I think I brought bad people to these countries? I don't think so. Me personally, um, I don't do those type of videos anyways and shit, dude. But if I also do start videos about pros and having pros on my channel, would I bring bad people to the country? Yeah, I think I would. But I had that conversation with this gentleman, and he just kept denying. He's like, "No, I helped a lot of people, thousands of lives." Like, I'm like, "Bro, you haven't been there in 10 years. You don't understand what your videos did to the city. For you ruined it." But he'll never take self responsibility. Um, but it is what it is. Like he went to Medellin one time and he never went back. But that same guy that went to this city for one time, he messed it up for the rest of us, bro. Because his videos went viral. Like my videos only get a few hundred views, and not even that sometimes. But all his videos got like millions of views, so it hit an audience, and it's still there. Like if you pop up like the mongering stuff in Medellin or anywhere in Colombia, his videos will pop up still, dude. And some people might know who I'm talking about, but he hasn't been active like in a long time. But just that one content creator, what he did, like he couldn't shut up his mouth, his fat ass. He had to go tell the whole world how much the women cost in these certain cities. He brought those type of people, and it slowly created a big problem for everybody. Understand? And some people can be like, well, he hasn't been there in 10 years. What does it matter? It does matter because his videos still pop up. His videos are so popular. Like that's the thing. When you make a video and it goes viral, even if you don't do YouTube anymore, that video that just because it went viral, it'll stay on the search engine site. So let's say you post like a video like how much do pros cost in Medellin, his video will still come out, even if he hasn't done videos in 10 years, just because that video got like 2 or 3 million views and it has a lot of traction. That's the way the algorithm works and shit. You salute CC. So I don't know if that answers your problem, dude. Like, but do I think I brought people? Nah, bro. I'm doing videos over here in Guadalajara, but truth be told, I think I'm wasting my time here, bro. Like, shout out to QB, and he like, he's the one that made motivate me to come back over here and to do videos. But like, I would have to disagree. I just think Mexican videos are not going to do good compared to other countries, man. Compared to DR, Brazil, and Colombia, the videos here are not going to make numbers. That's just my personal opinion. Now, I could be wrong. And so, like, I just barely got here a few weeks ago, or whatever, and I'm barely starting to get the ball rolling. But I think even like when I do the shorts interviews and stuff, like they don't really do good either. They just get like 1,000 views, which isn't shit. So, mm, if I got a girl on camera, do I think it would do better? Do I think it would do maybe like numbers? I don't think so. Like even if I sat down with a girl, a pretty girl, and I did an interview with her, like let's just say for arguments, like I do a video called "Dating in Guadalajara," or I do a video is dating in Guadalajara complicated and shit? How are the women? Something like that, right? Let's just say I do a stupid title like that. How many views do I think I would get? Even if she's attractive, maybe like 1,000 if I'm lucky. Now, the same type of video if I do with a girl in Colombia or DR or Brazil, it could get 10,000 to 100,000 to even more views. You understand? Men ain't looking at Mexican women like that at all, bro. Like even when you see the videos of the girls kissing dudes and stuff like that, like the women that you see kissing are not that attractive. So guys that maybe are desperate might fall for it, but guys that have like standards, I guess you want to say standards or whatever, might not like mess with it. Be like, nah, I'm good for. I'll just see it's just a bunch of ugly Mexican women. Now I see one guy from the UK here that had an attractive girl. I went out with him and the girl and the friend, but the women over here are very snobby, for like fucking straight up. You like, I think if you're a foreigner, you have good luck here in Guadalajara. I don't know about other cities in Mexico, but I know for a fact white dudes and I think black dudes have like better luck than the Latinos or even Mexicans themselves. But the quality is not going to be as good as other countries if I could just keep it real. The women here speak English, so at least you're going to meet women that are educated and stuff like that. They're not really going to ask you for much here, but I got a girl's number last night at the when Mexico won, and she actually gave me her number. I didn't even ask for it. And when I texted her this morning, she told me, "Oh, I was drunk last night. I had a good time." And I was like, "Yeah, I think everybody was drunk." Like, well, that's pretty excellent. Well, we'll keep in touch and shit, dude. And she pretty much, in an educated way, told me to go to hell. Like she's like, "Don't bother me." Like that's just an educated way of a Mexican girl telling you, like, "I'm not interested in you." And I'm like, well, why did you give me your like? She asked for my number. I didn't even ask for hers. Like, like, so what was the point of me writing down her number for her to do that? Like, I didn't come after her, bro. Like we're playing around because I had like the sprays that shoots like the foam, and so I sprayed her when she was on top of a motorcycle, and she has a BBL and everything. I was looking at the video that I did of her, and anyways, I did a video and I was looking at her face today, and she's not even that attractive. I was looking at her WhatsApp, and I was like, she's like a 4 or 5. Like she's like, um, yeah, man. Like I just like the way that she was talking to me, like just like. Pff. And I have a friend that's he's a Colombian dude. He's Mexican. He's from here, but he goes to Medellin. He's been going there for years. Like me, actually, he goes in a few weeks. He goes this week, and I want to be going to Medellin like in 3 weeks from now. I can't do Mexico. Fool. I'm sorry, guys. I try to put Mexico on the map, fool, but like it's kind of hard to have like women that just behave a certain way here. For like it's just impossible, dog. Even like this is what I think, and I could be wrong. I don't know. Like I'm just saying this is what my gut instinct is telling me. Like even if I get women on the channel here, like let's say I do like some normal interviews that are like 5 minutes, 10 minutes long, I don't think the numbers are going to do very good here. I just don't. I just think maybe I get 1,000 views if I'm lucky, maybe 2,000, and that's it. But if I do the same girl like in Medellin or in Cali, Colombia, or in Santiago, Dominican Republic, or Rio de Janeiro, it'll get views, bro. The one thing I noticed about when I did interviews, when I used to do interviews with the Colombian girls, they always got like 5,000 plus more views. Especially like the Dominican girls, man. Like the girls curvy. I did one girl that was like pretty curvy at the beach, and that one got like 20,000 views, I think. And just so yeah, those videos do numbers and shit, bro. But over here, bro, it's just like Once you said they aren't curvy, I was out of water to how to. I don't know. For everybody has their likes. I know guys that don't like curvy women. Fool. I know guys that like skinny women and shit. Fool. And that's just the way it is, bro. And shit. Fool. But me personally, like. I've only seen one foreigner here with an attractive girl, but like that's the thing though, fool. Like as much shit as I talk about Colombian women, fool, at least Colombian women, like they're a little bit more social with other women, dude. Like I went out with a group of foreigners here like 2 weeks ago, and everybody had a girl except me, right? So it was like the UK guy had like 2 girls, and then the Aussie guy had a girl, and then the guy from Saudi Arabia had a girl, but they didn't know each other, right? Like the girls that had just met, like whatever. And I couldn't help but notice in that night that they weren't talking to each other. They weren't dancing with each other. Like there was no interaction. They didn't even say hi to each other, just being like, and I noticed that the Guadalajara women are snobby even with each other. And I wasn't drinking that night, so I was observing. So I'm right here observing, right? Observing. I stayed for 1 hour and I was like, man, these women ain't shit. Like I could tell you, bro, like the last time I was in Colombia with 2 foreign girls, they're from the States. I brought them, and then I have some of my local friends show up, some of the girls that I know. Like within 1 hour, they're dancing with each other, like having a good time, getting each other's socials. But over here, like the women are completely opposite. Like they don't talk to each other. They stay by their corner. Like I'm better than you. I'm better looking than you. I got more money. Like very snobby, dude. Very snobby women over here in JDL, man, and shit, bro. Even if you do meet a girl that's cool as hell, for like they're just like at the end of the day, they're very snobby. They talk to you like shit, bro. Like the other girl too that I did an interview with, I was talking to her a little bit on her IG, and I was like, yeah, have you traveled? And she said she went to Brazil or something like that. And then I asked her like, oh, did you go there in Carnival? And then she responded, well, I'm busy at work. I'll text you later. And she never did back. Like me, bro, like me, I'm kind of done with the women over here. For like, I'm good, bro. Like I feel like the three worst cities that I've ever been to for dating. Well, I never tried in Buenos Aires, but when I was there, like even the guys told me, don't waste your time. I think it has to be Buenos Aires number one. Number two, I probably put Guadalajara. I think it's really bad if you're like a Latino. Now, if you're a black or a white dude, I think it's good, but I think the level of type of attractive women might not be as high as other countries or other cities in Guadalajara, bro. What other city would I say is horrible? Um, I want to say Rio is fucking trash, but even Rio, you still have a chance of meeting a decent woman. But over here, just like, ugh, that shit, dude. Ulysses, how ghetto is DR? Oh, the women are super ghetto. For like, I will tell you, the most ghetto is women I've met in Latin America, and it doesn't even come close. Is Dominican women, dude. Like, I've been in fucking barrios in many countries, bro. And like, the women don't behave nothing like Dominican women at all, bro. I've been in favelas, I've been in barrios, and like the women don't. Oh man, dude, women in DR have some really nasty attitudes in the barrios, bro. Yeah, no offense, bro. I agree. For like, not every Dominican women, for like, you can meet some girls that are educated in Santiago, right? But I've also met some girls from the hood, for like, they're fucking they're very like, and I wouldn't even say snobby. I would say just straight up, just disrespectful in many ways and shit, dude. I feel bad for the new generation of men. I really do, man. I'm going on a rant here, but you're 18, 24 years old. I feel bad for you. I really do, bro. Like honestly, like I can't imagine having to live in Buenos Aires or somewhere like in San Juan, Puerto Rico, or even here, and like, you're just like, man, my boy's been here for 6 months in Guadalajara, and he hasn't had one date and shit. When I'm the same, like he told me he stopped trying, and I'm the same way too, bro. Like I tried my best. I'm like, nah, dude, like. And even when you do see a gringo here with a Mexican girl, it's always like a girl that's not even that attractive, and they think they're winning because they're with like a white dude. I think that's the mindset. But I mean, whatever. For like these guys have no standards. Gringos have no standards. Like, bro, like we all know this, bro. Like, why do you think these guys get drugged in Colombia? For like every time we see a video of a foreigner getting drugged, and we see the girl that he's with, what was the last time you saw a guy with a girl that he got drugged by, and you're like, wow, this girl's hot. She would have got me too. Don't worry, I'll wait. And shit, like they're all nasty looking, bro. Every single one, bro. And like that's why I say like some foreigners just have like low fucking self-esteem or like no standards, bro. That's why sometimes they get drugged over there in countries like Brazil and in Colombia, bro. And shit, they just go home with anything, bro. So it is what it is, guys. Like I said, I think I will say this. I think if you're a black guy or you're Latino or you're white, I think you should still come to Guadalajara and try your best. I think avoid cities like Ciudad Mexico. I think a lot of guys make the mistake of going to Mexico City. Uh, but it's like I think if you're like a person of color come to Guadalajara, I think you'll have a lot better luck over here, bro. A lot better here, fool. But a Latino, bro, if you're Latino, I would stay away from here, bro. I would definitely not come over here, dude. And shit. Like the girl that I did an interview with on my channel, on my short, bro. You know that she kissed the guy because she thought he was Colombian. He had this stupid Colombian hat on. And then when the guy said, the girl asked him, like, are you Colombian? And she was like, no, I'm from here. That girl did an about face and walked away from him, dog. And I was just telling myself, that girl was so, like, the women over here are so dumb because they can't even recognize accents. That's why I tell you, like, man, like, maybe you could play it off. I told a girl here a week ago I was from London and she believed me. I'm like, bro, I sound nothing like somebody from the UK, bro. Us guys that have traveled, we could understand, like, the accent of somebody from, like, Scottish accent, a guy from, like, England, a person from like, even in Colombia, you could like recognize the accent. But the women over here are not used to foreigners. So they're kind of just like, they don't know the accent yet, bro. That girl and her friend kissed the guy. They did a 3-way kiss. And then she kissed him again. And as soon as she found out that he was not Colombian, she did an about face. That goes to show you how the women are here, bro. Like, dude, come on, man. Like, you just fucking kissed this dude. Now that he's not Colombian, all of a sudden he's not good enough for you. Come on, man. That's bullshit, bro. But shout out to Motivational Moments, and he knows about Guadalajara, bro. Colombian culture general is more social, despite the ills. Yeah, Colombia. Yeah, I think so too, bro. I think so too because, like I said, like I was with that group of girls and like they weren't talking to each other. They weren't like nothing, bro. And if you go with a group of Colombian girls, you could bring your own friends, and a guy can bring their own friends. And by the end of the night, they're dancing with each other, they're talking to each other, and it's just like they're like, having a good time. I could say the same thing even about Dominican Republic as well. Do the girls will be dancing with each other as well? But over here, like the women are like the social classes, the hierarchy in Guadalajara is really up there. Because to be fair, one of the girls that was there, you could tell she was kind of like a punkerish girl. Like she dressed like a punk girl, like with the little shoes and stuff like that. And the other girls that the UK guy had, you could tell they're like upper class, by the way they look. And so that social thing is kind of like a real like it's kind of like a bridge too hard to jump over here in Mexico. And I noticed that with like the women over here, bro. Like they're snobby even with each other, bro. And shit, I noticed that, fool. The same Guadalajara that I grew up coming over here when I was a kid, it's not the same one, bro. Like back in the day, dude, like you could meet a girl here. The last girl I met here was in 2018, but she was actually from Comina, another state down south, not even from Guadalajara. But I got her number, and then like she told me like when I was going to Europe, so I didn't get to go out with her. But she was super nice, man. Like, oh, when you come over here, like we could go out, like come over here and come visit me. I'd like to see you. But by the time I came back to Mexico a few months later, she had like a boyfriend, so that kind of got fucked. But that's how the women are. Feel like they're very like good and stuff like that, dude. Where are you from? I'm from Texas, bro. So the Boricua women and Dominicans are Miami chicks are Basque girls, very derogative and prerogative in a way, right? Yeah. I don't know. I don't mess with those women from New York, bro. I stay away from New York. My main question is like, why are they like this? Still makes me question. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I do feel bad for the generation of men that are coming over here, guys. Like, ugh. I think Latin America is cooked for I saw that article that was written like a year ago or 2 years ago on Twitter, bro. And I'm really glad I read that article, man, because everybody was talking about the same thing I'm saying. Like, it's just cooked. I think dating in Latin America got ruined by 2023. And shit, that was like the last year that I had like, success, bro. And ever since then, just been trash, bro. That shit, dude. 2024, I still had luck in Brazil. I went out with a few girls in Brazil in Curitiba. But then like 2025, I didn't really go on no dates and shit. While I think it was in Colombia for like 2 months. I didn't travel in 2025. I only went to Colombia for 2 months and then Mexico for like about 3 weeks. And I went straight home. I worked for most of the year. So 2025, I didn't travel that much. But 2024, I went out with a few dates in DR. Went out with a few dates in Colombia and also in Brazil. And shit, it was still good for me, bro. I want to say it was still good for me in 2024, but 2025 and 2026 has been horrible, man. It's been straight up like, man, like my boy's been here for 6 months. He's like, he told me not to come to JDL. I was like, bro, but I'm doing my citizenship, so I have to come over here, bro. And I'm supposed to be waiting here a few months. I can't do that, bro. And shit, dude. And shit, bro. I have to balance, bro. Like I want to see if I could get my numbers up on my channel for like that's why I started traveling again. It's like, yeah, maybe I can make some money on my channel, a few $100 a month. But I just like, dude, it's not gonna do me any good here in Guadalajara. I already know, like, even if I get a beautiful girl here on the channel, like, just guys ain't interested in coming over here. So why are they gonna even pay attention to what she has to say? Like, I just feel like I could sit down in the sofa next to a good-looking girl right now and interview her for like 10 minutes. And do I think it's gonna do good? Nah, and shit. For like, it's just I don't know. The shorts didn't do that good for me, but I did like 2 interviews with 2 girls, and they got like one guy 2,000 views, and the other one got like 1,000. And the girl's good looking. The last one I did was like she was really good looking girl, nice body, and they still didn't do a good number. So I'm kind of just like, ugh. Let me see. Ulysses, you got to get to some less international Mexican cities like Veracruz. Those women are thick and less corrupt here. But Guadalajara is not an international city, my friend. It's like this is the first time they've ever gotten tourists like this over here, bro. You never see foreigners here, bro. And so that's why I say maybe the women over here might be into foreigners for maybe like 5 years until they get bored. Like it's just like a new thing for them because they're not used to like being around them. Like I said, the language exchange here, I've only gone twice, but I went like when it was kind of like really late, like around 11 o'clock when it's like everybody goes inside the club. So what I might do this Tuesday, go again, but I want to go early, maybe like around 7:30, and see maybe I can meet people. Like I met some nice girls there last time. They were talking to me, but like I said, I didn't try to push the subject, and I wasn't interested in them because they were like too skinny for me. But I was like, whatever, dude. Like I said, dude, like it's just like I'm not fucking meeting the woman that my type of woman here, anyways, and shit, bro. It's crazy, listen, because somebody got a fan page somewhere on TikTok, on Facebook. There was started fighting, and this is PR Ulysses. I saw it back in 2023. Yeah, Guadalajara is going to start getting too commercialized. Watch what I tell you. Maybe, maybe not, bro. Like I said, I think it just depends though. For like, I know like the women here ain't curvy, and there's a lot of BBLs and stuff like that. Like I don't know. You do see some pretty girls here with pretty faces, but like I don't know. For like I just find like the girls here like not my type at all, dude. Like even when I go out, like I don't see a girl that could be like, damn, I could smash the shit out of her. Like I go to the fan fest and like I rarely see girls and I'd be like, man, she's super hot. Like I haven't seen like maybe like two or three girls that had like nice bodies here in the whole time that I've been here. And I'm surrounded by thousands of people, dog. Like that's like not good, bro. And it's different for like you'll see better looking women and smart fit in Medellin in 1 hour than you'll do like in the fan fest over here, bro. That's a facts, bro. I was talking to my boy that he comes with me to the fan fest all the time. He's a photographer and he's a Medellin guy as well. And he's telling me the same things. Like, bro, like you go to Smart Fit in Medellin, bro. You'll see better looking women in 1 hour than you'll do like in a whole month here in Guadalajara, bro. And shit, dude, that's just fact. My body type, by the way, I'm talking about like super thick, slim, thick. Like over here, you don't see that. The girls over here, they don't dress sexy at all. They wear pants with flat asses. Like, dude, no, bro. Women here dress like shit too, bro. I don't like the way the Guadalajara women dress, man. Mm. I don't know, man. It's so funny, bro. I sent my friend the screenshot of what that girl told me today, bro. And he started laughing. He's from here, and he's like, bro, this girl just pretty much told you to F yourself, bro. Oh my god, bro. You need to go to Cali. Yeah, bro, I've been there for it. That's what I want to do. If I go back to Medellin, I'm probably gonna do maybe like a month. And then I'm gonna go straight to Cali for another month and shit. Well, man, Cali is just oof, bro. I love Calenias, bro. I fucking mess with those women. Man, I was going out with this one Calenia, bro. I used to go to her house, but I never smashed her, bro. Super thick, bro. Like big. Oh, dude. You know when you let that girl get away, but she was one of those girls that wanted a relationship before she had sex type, dude. And so like I would hang out with her a lot, but she would never let me hit. Dude, she's like, no, 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 like no and shit, dude. But she was the type that I would have to be like in a relationship with her so I could smash it. Maybe I should have said yes, bro. But she was like so nice to me that I didn't want to do her dirty or nothing like that. Cause she would cook for me. I would go to her house and she would make food for me and stuff like that. She treated me very well. But then at the same time, like when she got comfortable with me after like a year, she started like demanding shit. Like I went to Cali the second time and she was like, oh, my sister, like, can she come? And I was like, all right, cool. And then the second time she got like food for her sister without asking me for permission. She bought like a burger and Hooters. I saw the tab and I was like, why is the tab so expensive? And she's like, oh, I got a burger for my sister that was pregnant and had a boyfriend, by the way. So I cut that off. I was like, I told her nicely, like, nah, we can't do that. I don't mind once in a while, like, because you treat me well, dude, and shit. But she got pissed off. Like, no, if I go out, my sister has to eat too type of shit. And so she like literally deleted me the next day and shit. So it is what it is, guys, man. But I didn't smash her for she was super thick. But I've met other girls in Cali though, fool. But I've gone out with more Venezuelan girls in Cali than I have Colombian girls. Like I've gone out with 4 girls in Cali or 5 girls, 2 Colombian and 3 Calenias. I mean 2 Venezuelans, my bad. And I smashed like 2 Venezuelan girls and shit, bro. The first day I went out with them. And then the Calenia girls, like, they didn't give it up for me. I think Calenias are a little bit more harder than Paisas and shit, man. But I had fun, bro. Parsas and Panias. Cali, Colombia is booty heaven. I 100% agree with you, bro. And shit, bro. It seems it's time to hop on the plane. Yeah, bro, it is, dude. That's why I'm looking at my apartments right now, dude. I'm like, dude, I found my own apartment that has a jacuzzi, but the guy wants too much, bro. Bro, I'm telling you right now, this earthquake in Venezuela set everything back for us at Colombian expats, bro. Because I was hoping that when Venezuela opens up, that people were gonna start going over there by the thousands, and they will lower the rent in Medellin and other cities in Colombia. But it's not anymore. I think people ain't gonna go to Venezuela for at least a year and a half. Like me, I was planning to go maybe next year. They opened up for us, like if they got rid of the visa. But now I'm not gonna go. Like I'll wait at least maybe until 2028 or maybe even 2029 now and shit, dude. But yeah, dude. 100% agree, bro. It's time to hop on that damn plane, bro. Like, and dude, they just like fucking. It's time. Like, I 100% agree with you, bro. BH 2003, man, dude. It's time to get on that damn plane, bro. Like, I just don't think my numbers are gonna do good here in Mexico because people don't really like seeing Mexican content. I could be honest. Even if I have girls here, like, I don't think people really care, bro. And shit, dude. Um, the women over here are very snobby with us Mexicans now. They're not like that with other foreigners. When I say this is just talking about me, how they treat other Mexicans, right? I think they treat the black guys and the white dudes here pretty decent over here in Guadalajara. I'll say that one more time. If you're a black guy, you're a white dude, and you're coming to Guadalajara, I think you'll be treated very fairly and shit, bro. But as a local Hispanic or a local Mexican fool, like, nah, bro. You're gonna get shitted on, bro, big time, bro. Girls don't give a shit here, bro. It seems like since the social media permeated the world, the women are the same worldwide now. And it's hard, yeah, bro, it's transactional, bro. Like even the girl that dished me today, the one I talked about, how I messaged her in the morning, and she was like, "Oh, I was drunk or whatever when I met you, blah 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 blah. I had a good time." She's like, "But have an excellent day. We'll be in touch." Like I was looking at the video of the guy that she was with. Now she says he's just a friend, but like the guy's like you could tell he doesn't have that kind of money because the motorcycle that he had was like not nice at all and shit. Like I'm not judging the guy either or hating on him, but I sent the video to one of my boys that's from him. He was laughing too. He was like, "Bro, this is how they are over here. For like they get with losers and then act like they're the fucking shit, bro." I'm in Mexico City. Yeah, Mexico City is a dope ass place, bro. How's the dating scene over there, bro? You know, the Mexican City girls that I met have been snobby as well, too, bro. Like, really, really fucking super rude and super fucking bitchy, bro. Like, the first Mexican girl that I met from Mexico City was in Europe. And, like, I remember that I got her number at the pub crawl. And then I texted her the next day. And I was like, hey, do you want to hang out? And she's like, maybe if I feel like texting you. That's if I feel like texting you. That was like my first experience with a Mexican girl from that city, bro. And I was like, what the hell? And shit, because I was still used to like the Guadalajara women. They're like very nice back then and shit, right? But nah, dude, they're fucking really fucking rude, bro. Like the Mexican city women that I met, especially abroad, for they're very rude, bro. Super rude, bro. I don't like them at all. Fool. I don't mess with them at all. If a girl tells me they're from like Ciudad Mexico, like I walk away, bro. Like I'm good, bro. And shit. I never been a fan of Mexico City though. I like more Guadalajara and not Playa and shit, fool. And shit. Mm-hmm. There are dudes who are willing to risk falling to the ground to get cheap boxing Venezuela. Like, yeah, bro, 100%, 100 agree. I will say this, bro. Like, I was talking to a Venezuelan guy today. Actually, it's so funny. He just left Puerto Rico. He's living there for 6 years, but he left because his work visa expired because Trump doesn't want to like re-sign it for them. So he's in Medellin. He actually hit me up. He was like asking me for advice, and he was telling me he's like they'd have red light districts in Caracas. I didn't know that, and shit. He was like, yeah, they have them already, bro. And I was like, I didn't even know that shit, bro. But I was like, I guess whenever the content creators do get over there and they start filming, hey guys, look at me, I'm in the fucking red light district in Caracas, it's gonna be over for Medellin, bro. All it's gonna take is for 2 or 3 YouTubers to go to Caracas, film a red light district, talk about how great the women are for when people will start flocking. Because like, let's be honest, bro, black men are getting treated like shit in Colombia, dog. Straight up, dog. That's why I tell you guys, just because I'm not having success here in Guadalajara, I would not tell you not to come over here, bro. I think if you're a black dude, you should come over here. I think you'll have a lot of success here in Guadalajara, bro. And shit, the women here speak English, so you don't have to worry about that language barrier and shit, dude. I think you should have a lot of success if you come over here. I mean, it just depends the kind of type of dude that you are. For now, you're looking for the play for play, then Guadalajara is not it, But me, like I'm saying, this is my experience as a Mexican, and from as other Mexicans I've seen that are over here that are having trouble and shit, right? And Latinos as well. But like I think, like I said, I've seen white guys here having good luck, and I also seen the black guys here having like decent success as well, man. But yeah, man, that's just my 2 takes, guys. Oh man, that's good, bro. Nah, I haven't gone to Central America. I only went to Panama last year, I think, right? Did I go last year? No, I went in 2024, my bad. So it's been more than a year. Panama was cool. It reminded me a little bit of Miami, man. Maybe not as expensive, but Panama is like I could see why some people like living in Panama, bro. But Panama wasn't my thing, bro. Like even over here, like I don't know, dude. Like um, I still think, man, compared to here, man, Medellin's still a gold mine, bro. Like I know a bitch a lot about Medellin, bro, but nah, dude. After being here for 1 month, I could tell you, man, I would have a lot more success in Medellin, bro, big time, bro. Because I have homegirls over there, and they bring friends for me, dude. And so I end up hooking up with the friends all the time, dude. Over here, I don't have that access. I don't have the girls, and over here, I don't think that's the thing. The Mexican women are more conservative in the way, like they allow their friends to like hang out with their people. So that means like I might meet a girl and she might bring her friend, but like I don't think she's gonna like it if I try to mess around with her friend. Like in Colombia, the women don't give a shit. Like you can mess around with that girl, fuck her friend, and she won't care. You understand? Like they don't care. But over here in Mexico, like it's different. Like it's not like that. Like the women over here, like are more like they're more loyal to each other. The women over here, bro. So if you do meet a girl here, introduces you to some friends, bro, and she finds out you're fucking her friends, bro, like she won't bring her friends around you anymore, bro. That's straight up, dude. There's some play for play in Guadalajara, but not on the level of Tijuana. They have a swinger scene also. Bro, the swinger scene in Guadalajara full fucking is trash, bro. People here, the couples don't even start smashing until 3 in the morning, bro. Like, I want to go home at 3 in the morning, bro. I'm old, bro. And shit, like by 2 in the morning, anytime I go out by 2 in the morning, I leave, bro. I'm already old, bro. I'm almost 40, bro. And that's the thing about the swinger scene here. For like the women ain't that good looking compared to like Colombia or Brazil, bro. Like, bro, in Brazil is banging some badass ones, bro. Thick ones, curvy ones, beautiful ones, bro. And shit, eights and nines, bro. And the same thing in Colombia, dude. I was getting some bad ones, dude. And over here, the highest I've gotten is maybe like a five. And like, I don't know, for like the swinger clubs over here are not that good, like not that nice compared to the ones in Brazil and Colombia, bro. Like they're nicer, the infrastructure is nicer, the beds are nicer. Over here it's like ghetto as hell, dude. And it's like, man, it's cheap here. It's not too expensive, but it's like, how would you say, like, I don't know, the scene here has been not that good lately, bro. I've gone a couple of times over here and I just didn't like it, bro. Like people don't start smashing, like I said, until 3 in the morning, bro. And so it's like, bro, bro, in Brazil, by 12 o'clock, everybody's getting their fuck on. Colombia, by 12:30, everybody's getting their fuck on, bro. By 2 o'clock, 2:30, 3 o'clock, you should be done smashing two or three girls or five if you're good looking, and you're going home. And shit, bro, you're going home. Over here in Mexico is the opposite. In Guadalajara, it's like 3 o'clock, people start barely getting it on. Bro, I want to go home by then, bro. I'm good, dude. And shit, dude. You YouTubers don't stay in places long enough to give a real solid opinion. Well, I've been coming to Guadalajara since I was a baby, bro. So I've been coming here all my life, bro. So when I tell you how it is over here, this is based on like a lifetime, bro. I don't know if I told you that. So, and as far as Colombia, I've been going to Colombia for about 8 years, bro. And DR, I've been going for about 10 years, bro. So I've been there for long enough. And in Brazil, the same thing, 8 years as well. And I've been going to many cities, many states in Brazil. I've been to like 15 different states already, bro. And dated women from many different cities as well over there, bro. So I'll give you my opinion based on like, where I've been at, bro. So, I mean, I don't know, bro. If that's not good enough for you, then I don't know what else, dude. Like, it is what it is. I don't like to stay in a place for like a year or 6 months. Like, I like to explore, bro. So, Ulysses, why Mexico, especially when it comes to the soccer culture, they belittle the Central Americans? Why is the reason to do that, bro? I don't know. I never seen Mexicans do that here. Like, I just think everybody's open, bro. Like everybody that came over here to the fan fest, and I think motivational movements would tell you, like they're treated like celebrities, bro. One of the guys that's right here that left a comment, you could ask him himself. And so, like, people were taking selfies with him, being super nice to him. Like, it doesn't matter what race you are. For everybody was treated like a celebrity here. And that's why I told people to come to Guadalajara like 4 months ago. It's like, bro, go to the World Cup. Come over here. You're not gonna miss out. And I wish people would have came over here, bro. Just because I'm not having success in dating over here, bro, doesn't mean that you're not gonna have success in meeting people. You understand? I'm just talking to you about my experiences and shit. Now, the dating scene in Rio is trash. There's another YouTuber. His name is Papi Bosecon. He's from Scotland, but he's a Mexican guy, though, fool. But he resides in Mexico. He's been here for like 3 years, but he's from Scotland. And I'm so glad he called me last week because he was telling me the same thing, that he had like very little success in Rio. Me too. And the Mexican guy that's here, that I met him actually in Rio, the same thing. When he was over there, he didn't have no dates. So all three of us that were there, like we didn't have no success. And shit, fool. So the social media has definitely changed the mindset of the women over there, bro. I think, bro, honestly, for like, unless you're like a Korean dude or like a white dude, you're gonna have a hard time, bro. You're gonna have a really hard time, bro. It is what it is, bro. So yeah. Yes, Colombia and Brazil was the best swinger scene, bro. I went to the swinger clubs all over Brazil, like all different states. I went to the ones in Puerto Alegre, Florianopolis, um, Sao Paulo, Rio, Belo Horizonte. Where else? Villa Bella. Did I mention Curitiba? Yeah, Curitiba and shit. So I went to like maybe like different like 7, 8 different cities and shit. From they're all pretty good, except I think Rio and Brazil has the best ones. But Sao Paulo and shit, bro, is man. There's this one called Inner Club. If you ever go to Sao Paulo, go to that one, bro. It's like expensive. It's like $140. But man, bro, like it's like 100 couples plus. Plus, there's a lot of single women that go there by themselves, bro. Oh my god, bro. I walk out of that place with a Santa Claus smile, bro. I don't give a fuck what anybody tells me, dog. Like every time I go to enter, bro, like that's why I didn't even meet anybody in Brazil too, because I was going to the swinger clubs every weekend. Like I just didn't try, dude. Like I was like, I'm good, bro. And it is what it is. Like even this time that I went back, like the girls that I personally knew, they all moved on. Like my two homegirls from Rio moved out of the city. One of them went to Europe with her boyfriend, and the other one Sao Paulo. I hang around with the one in Sao Paulo, but she lives like kind of far from the city, so I only went out with her just one time. And then I went out with an old friend from Puerto Alegre, but she's just a friend. Um, but yeah, this time I didn't go out with no new girls over there. For like they're weird, bro. Like the women from Rio like hit me up. They'll be like, message me when you come over here. We can hang out. Cool. And I had a lot of them do that to me, by the way, not just a few. I got to Rio. Hey, let's go out and stuff like that. Got ghosted. I left Rio and I started traveling to other parts of Brazil. These same women, bro, this is how stupid the cariocas are. Message me, and I still have receipts of them messaging me. Oh, when are you gonna come to Rio? I'm like, bro, I was there for a whole month. Oh yeah, but you didn't let me know. Yes, I did let you know. Oh well, when you come back over here, let's go out. Okay. Text all these girls again that told me the same shit. Got ghosted again, bro. That's just the way the cariocas are. For like they like rejecting guys over there, bro, for some reason, bro. But I've said this right now for like the dating scene in Latin America, bro. Based on what I saw on that Twitter post, and shit is 100% accurate, bro. It's an open panel if anybody wants to jump in. I'm not gonna be here that long. It's kind of late over here, bro. No, bro, Medellin. I don't know about the swinger clubs in other parts of Colombia. I've only gone to the ones in Medellin, but the ones in Medellin, bro, I've gone to one called Ojeria, bro. And bro, they have some. The only bad thing I don't like about it is the guys, single guys can't go on the weekends. You could only go on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But that's the thing I like about Medellin, that you can meet girls and they're cool, and then you could take them to the swinger clubs. Like they don't care, bro. I've taken a bunch of girls and they always have a good time, dude. Over here in Mexico, you can't do that. And shit, for hell, even in Brazil, you can't do that. But in Colombia, in Medellin, you can. They don't give a shit, bro. So when I've gone on the weekends with the girls and stuff, I've always had a good time, bro. Always have a good time, bro. Always have a good time, bro. And that's when the real baddies come, like on the weekends, because it's only like couples. You see, like the couples bring like the hot girls, bro. Damn, do you see some, bro? You see some nines and tens in there, bro. You see some baddies in there, bro. Really good looking women, dog. And man, I could tell you, I had some fun there, bro. And shit, dude. Swinger like the other one, bro. Not dancing and shit, bro. That's some badass ones, bro. And Brazil had some badass ones too, bro. Like I was surprised that I went to a city called Puerto Alegre. That's where like the white girls in Brazil live at, by the way. Like the white girls that are like Brazilian or whatever, they're from the south of Brazil. Like they're like in Porto Alegre, Curitiba. And so I went to Puerto Alegre one like twice, bro, because I only stayed like 4 days. And there are some badass ones, dude. And shit. I had some, bro. I could tell you, bro. I had some badass ones, man, bro. Ooh, I had a good time, bro. I walked out with a Santa Claus smile, bro. I walked out with a Santa Claus smile, bro. Like, whoo, bro. I had such a good time, bro. Such a good time, bro. The one in Curitiba was pretty decent though, too. For I got cracked a few good looking ones there too, bro. But Sao Paulo and Rio, bro, man, bro, it's just like, whew, who cares about dating when you got the swinger scene, baby? But I had a good time, man. I had a good time in Brazil, even though I didn't go on no dates, bro. That the swinger scene made it good. Like honestly, if they had no swingers in Brazil, I would have not stayed longer than a month. I would have left. I'd be like, nah, I'm good, bro. Like I'm fucking. But at least in Rio, like even though the dating scene sucks in Rio, at least you have the beach and you can still meet people. You might still meet a girl and stuff like that. I'm saying you can't, but it's just like I don't know. For like, there's a huge ghosting scene over there now in Rio, bro. And just so I think if you go over there, like good luck, man. That's all I gotta say. But it could be very rewarding. Like if you do meet a nice carioca girl, like it could be very rewarding, bro. But stay away from Sao Paulo. It's the Honduran women with the kids. She explained that she was handed with beans, with tortillas. Yeah, I know who you're talking about, dude. But she was very like, she was very like, being disrespectful about the food, though, bro. And so that's why Mexicans got pissed off. And as a matter of fact, that's why Mexicans, when the caravans from Central America come over here, bro, um, people don't mess with them anymore, bro. Like we just kind of like stay away from them and shit, bro. I've heard Bogota is good though, bro, but I haven't gone to the swinger scenes in Bogota, bro. And I need to check it out, fool. Are you in the apps or me? No, so there's like a language exchange app where I met like the Brazilian girls called Tandem. And so that's the mistake that maybe I made where I got like a lot of girls' numbers on there, fool. And Instagrams and shit from pretty girls too as well. And I was like, well, maybe I'll go out with a few of them, but nah, dude, like it didn't happen, dog. Like fucking, bro, I'm telling you, I got ghosted by like almost like 15 women there from Sao Paulo, like six, and from Rio, like another seven. And she like I met a few girls in person. I met a beautiful girl in Rio de Janeiro, thick ass girl, bro. Beautiful as hell, dog. Super good looking, bro. And I got her number. I never went out with her. Like we're supposed to go out that weekend or that week because I was going to Argentina that week. And it was my last week. I had my apartment, and like she never came through. She told me herself, "Oh, we'll go out Wednesday." Never. And then when she hit me up like a week later, "Oh, when you come back, let me know so we could go out." Came back, text her, "Hey, I'm over here in Rio." Didn't respond for like 2 weeks. Like, and I was already out of the country. I was already in Mexico. So I was like, that's just the way the women are over there, bro. Like, it is what it is, dog. I don't take it personal and shit, bro. Well, what's going on, Obtain? How are you doing, bro?
I'm doing all right. You hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I could hear you, bro.
Okay, good. I just have a question. I mean, I have a lot, but what are your expectations if you ever go to Central America?
Um, if I go to Central America, I'm gonna be exploring, bro. I'm not really gonna be like, I'm not really gonna be like, how would I say, like, trying to socialize with women for like if I go to Costa Rica, I'm gonna be exploring waterfalls and stuff like that. Same thing if I go to Guatemala and Honduras and stuff. That's my expectations, bro. But I'm not gonna go over there to like try to link up with people. Like I don't know. Maybe if it happens, like I've heard good things about Salvador and Nicaragua. I heard like it's pretty good places to visit. But me personally, like, I'm not expecting shit, bro. Like I don't have expectations anymore. I just think the dating scene is ruining all of Latin America. Like everybody that I'm talking to is telling me that they're having a hard time no matter which country they're in.
So my question is, do you see Honduras as Mexico?
Oh no, I've never been there, fool. So I can't comment, bro. I never even met anybody from Honduras, bro. So
Okay, because I mean, I heard stuff. I mean, Nasri, I think that's his name, right? He's a Palestinian. Uh, he's like a Palestinian born Honduran, and he so I mean he got back. So he's like the like one of the back like right wing right wing like back presidents like you know how Trump like back back that president from Colombia. Yeah, he's one like those presidents who'll get backed by like the Republicans, right? So what happened
mm,
was I don't know what happened, what he did next, but then after he got elected, a few months later, I think their unemployment rate went up. So it's kind of poor country. So it might be a little bit. I think how do you call it? Yurici Alpha has it's kind of a little bit like Mexico, but
mm.
it's not as Mexico. And because Mexico economy, right? Like it's I've seen the videos and compared to like the United States and um how like one of the prices. I heard the only thing's gonna be expensive is like a computer or like a sofa
Like
like
I said, I
furniture.
don't know nothing about Central America, bro, at all, fool. I've only gone to Panama, and Panama I only stayed for like a week, and it's super expensive.
Yeah.
But it's a cool city. I thought it was dope. Nightlife is good, but it's like I say, it's pretty expensive. I don't know how the dating scene is there. I don't know. Like I just went out with like
I'm talking
showed
about
up.
like, yeah, I'm talking about like compared though to Mexico, because like Mexico, like I heard somebody said like Mexico, there's a video about it, that there's a visitor there in Mexico. I think somebody that lives there says that in Mexico the only thing is expensive that is like the computers. I think a laptop somewhere 1,000. A sofa's like
I
five
don't know,
hundred.
bro. I have no idea. Dog. I have no
Oh
idea.
yeah,
Mesh the Snake
yeah, but
says, "Is it worth going to Carnival or is it just hype? When is the best time to go to Brazil?" So their summertime in Brazil starts from December through March and shit, bro. But nah, I think Carnival is worth it, bro. Like you might like everybody's different. You might go over there, you might have success, bro. Like you might go to Rio and you might hook up with 3 girls in 1 week, and you might say, "Well, you listen to this full of shit because I had success." But it just depends. Some people get lucky, and some people don't get lucky and shit, bro. But I think Rio is very expensive, like for Carnival, or even when it's not busy season. Like the apartment that I got, I paid almost like a rack for it. But it's because it's kind of like it was like after Carnival. But like I'm looking at my apartment where I stayed at in Rio. Now they want like $300 more for it. I paid like 900. Now they want like $1,300, $1,400. So I don't know for like that apartment was super dope because I was like literally 1 block away from the beach. But if you get an apartment in central Rio, I mean Rio, like downtown, you're looking about 600 to 750. You could get a decent place, but the infrastructure in Rio de Janeiro is trash, bro. So no matter how much, like unless you go to Ipanema, you're paying at U.S. prices. You're paying about $1,500 to $2,000 for a decent apartment. Now the building's a little bit more upscale in Ipanema, but like I said, boy, it just depends on your budget. Like I don't know what your budget is, but in Ipanema, you're looking at about $1,500 to $2,500 for an apartment for a whole month. And for Carnival, I don't even want to think about how much they're expensive they're going to be. But I did find an apartment for cheap and in the central Rio for about 800 for Carnival, which I think is because during the Carnival, like all the blocos are in central Rio, anyways. Like the blocos are like by the beach, like Copacabana and Ipanema, they're all family orientated, bro. And so like they suck. They're kind of like boring, if I could be honest. I don't like them. But the best ones are like in Santa Teresa, Central Rio. Like those are gonna be the best blocos, bro. Lapa area and shit. But like I said, it's like Rio can be very sketchy at night, bro. So if you do get an apartment there, it's not gonna be one of those places where you can walk around at night or even go eat somewhere at night. You have to take Uber from A to B, bro. And Copacabana, you can walk a little bit at night and not have to really worry about that shit because it's like huge crowds and there's a lot of light. But that's one thing that I think you should know. But I think Carnival you should go experience. And I went in 2024 and I had an amazing time. 2025 I didn't go, and then this year I didn't go. Obviously, I should have went this year, bro. Like I don't know why I didn't go. Like, but I might go next year. Oh no, wait, I can't go next year, bro. I have to wait because I came in around Feb. I came in, and so when you come in, you get like about 90 days. You can extend, but you have to be in the country when you extend. So my issue with Brazil now is like I can't go back until I think for Carnival. If I went back, it would have to be in about another year and a half from now. It would have to be around 2028 because my days don't reset until Feb of 27, and by then I think Carnival's already passed. So I'd rather just not go over there. I'd just rather just wait until 2028 for Carnival and shit. That's what I'd probably do, bro. And Rio wasn't too bad
so
because like the first week I was there, I was with a girl from America. She came, she bought her own plane ticket, and she travels a lot too. I met her in Mexico a few years ago, so she was with me for like a week. So I had fun with her. And then I had another girl from Colombia that I met in Medellin a few years ago, but she lives in Argentina. So I bought her plane ticket and she came. She stayed with me for like a week. I had fun with her as well. Another girl from Medellin was supposed to come, and now I was supposed to collab with this girl. She's a good looking girl. I was supposed to have her on the podcast a few times and do interviews with her, but she never showed up at the airport. She left me stranded, and I never heard from her again. She blocked me on the social media, so I haven't. This is a girl I knew for 4 years, bro. That's why I tell you, dude. Like, man, these women ain't shit. For like, when you go to these countries in Latin America, for like, don't. I'm not gonna say don't value the women, but just don't put them on a pedestal, bro. Because like us, man, for we're not really valued in Latin America at all, bro. Like the only women that I've ever met that I feel like I was valued by are the Muslim women, bro. That's it. And shit. But fucking Latinas, bro, they don't give a shit about their own damn kids, bro. And shit.
Can I ask you? Can I tell you about this? Ulysses.
Yeah.
Um, so let's just say you go to Honduras, a girl meets you, like, because Honduras is very evangelical, like they're very Christian, right? So it's kind of conservative country, like it's very more Christianity. Like you're gonna find like at least like 1%, maybe like 10% Catholicism, but you're gonna see like more Pentecostal, more like evangelism. What if a Christian woman from Honduras says, "Hey, Ulysses, I think you're a good person, you're a good guy. I want to take it from the church." Would you say no, or would you accept it?
Um, I don't fancy Latin America women, dude, no matter what country they're from, bro. I kind of threw in the towel like a long time ago, bro. Like I think like when I started talking to Muslim women like 3 years ago, I kind of just like realized like if I do get in a serious relationship, it'll have to be from a girl from maybe like Morocco, Algeria, Lebanon, most likely, or maybe Iraq, Kurdistan, Iran, or something, dude. But Latina America, for like I'm done for. They have high body counts, and I'm gonna also mention this, guys. Like I almost forgot to tell y'all, if you do meet a girl in Mexico that speaks English, bro, she's probably slept with a few gringos, bro. Just throwing it out right now. Me personally, like if I meet a girl in Mexico, if you come over here looking for something serious, now you come over here for fun, don't worry about it. But if you do want something serious and you do meet a girl that speaks English, bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna give a fuck what anybody says. She slept with a few gringos. I could promise you that, bro. That shit, bro. Even though they're never gonna admit it to you, for but you do go, for example, at the language exchange in Guadalajara, and you meet a girl that, oh, she's nice, she's sweet, bro. I could promise you she's messed around with a few gringos, bro. I could promise. And that's not even just Latin America, that's even Brazil. Like the Brazilian girls that I met that speak English, bro, they sleep with gringos as well, bro. They're gringos hunters, bro. I met this one girl in Brazil last year or 2 years ago at the language exchange. She was good looking, and actually her sister was married to a Mexican in Guadalajara, so we kicked it off. I was like, "Oh yeah, have family, blah blah blah." I was talking to her for a good 10 minutes. Some white tall guy came next to me, told her hello, and then she left with him. Like I shit you not, like within 5 minutes of her saying hello to him, like she got in the car with him and took off, and she left me like there. I was just like, "Fuck." Like I wasn't on a date with her or nothing like that, but still, like that's when I realized how, like, bro, this same girl that's a professional and shit will act like, like she's like too good for you, or she'll act like she's a shit, like, oh, I have like morals, I have integrity, I have this, I have this, I have values. That's bullshit, bro. That same girl went home with a gringo within 10 minutes, bro. And I seen it over here in Guadalajara as well, dude. So that's why I could tell you, like, bro, like, some women that act like they're the shit, bro, are fucking deep down whores, bro. And I see it all the time. For like even the feminists, I knew a girl that turned feminist from Greece, and I still have her on my Instagram. It's funny because like she has a dude now. I'm like, bro, her dude has no idea what she was doing in Mexico. I mean, I'm sorry, in Brazil, because I met her in Brazil when I first went there a few years ago. I'm like, man, this girl's been around, bro. Like she even told me herself that she slept with like five. Like this is what guys have to realize. If a girl goes on vacation to a foreign country, for example, they come to like Mexico or Brazil or Colombia in 1 month, she probably has like 3 to 5 bodies minimum, bro. And let me tell you, bro, every fucking girl that I met that lives in Playa del Carmen, I'm not talking about vacation. I'm talking about lives there for 6 months plus, bro. They have a body count of at least 3 to 5 guys every month, bro. I seen it, bro. I seen it with my 2 eyes, bro. I seen 2 Peruvian sisters. The one Peruvian girl that I met at a hostel, I saw her with like 5 guys in 1 month, and she was there for like a whole year. Imagine her body count in 1 year, bro. Now she's in Europe, dude, but I'm pretty sure she's doing the same thing in Europe. But bro, they have high body counts, bro. High body counts, bro. If you Let me tell you something. Let me tell you facts right now, man. If you meet a girl in Latin America or Brazil that's a gringo hunter, that means that she only messes with white guys, bro. And maybe she stopped doing that, bro. Don't fuck with her, bro. Don't take her serious, bro. These women have high body counts, bro, of 25, 50 guys plus, bro. And not just being conservative, too, bro. That Peruvian girl probably has almost 100 bodies on her fucking resume, dog. I saw her with 5 dudes in 1 month. Imagine how many guys she slept with in a whole year in Mexico. Like, minimum, I had to take a guess, probably like 30 guys. Minimum. Minimum one different guy per month, bro, and shit. Like at least 30 dudes, bro. Now that she's in Europe, she probably has another 20 guys in her. Like, bro, that's what I'm telling you, dude. Like, that's why, like, when I meet women that speak English, bro, in Latin America, I fall back because not all of them are like that, but many of them are, bro. Especially if they get the chance to live somewhere and nobody's watching them, and no eyes on them. Fool, they act like hoes, bro. Like the
So
Mexican
you
girls
mean
too that I met in Playa de Carmen that were gringo hunters. Like every like 2 weeks, they were like a different guy and shit too. And that's what I'm telling you. Average about 2 to 3 different guys a month, and it adds up. Like you think about it, like in 6 months, that's already like fucking 20 different dudes, bro, and shit, bro. They've been
so
around.
Luis is why are the women in Latin America are feminists?
They're what?
Why in Latin America most women are feminists?
I don't meet too many women in Latin America that are feminists. I don't think there's a huge feminist movement. Maybe in the only place that I've heard like there's a lot of feminists is in Santiago, Chile, and also in Ciudad Mexico and shit. But other cities in Brazil or in Latin America, I never hear about that shit. Like I definitely never seen it in DR and shit. I never seen it in Colombia and shit. I definitely haven't seen it in the cities that I visited in Mexico, but I hear that it's around in certain cities. Like Ciudad Mexico has a huge feminist movement, and in Santiago, Chile, fool, but that's it, bro. I don't know about any feminist movement, bro. So, but
I just
obviously, I
feel
wouldn't worry
Luis.
about that, fool. Like, if you're gonna talk to a girl, fool, and she's a feminist, bro, just throw it to the curb, bro. Next girl, do like that's what I do, bro. I text this girl today. She told me in a nice, educated way to go f myself. Guess what? I will never text her again, bro. I don't allow nobody to disrespect me, especially a girl that's not even good looking. And she was hot, she was bad, she was thick, she was curvy. I might let it slide because she's a bad girl, and I know she gets a lot of attention. But this girl, I'm looking at her. I have the video of her. I'm like, bro, she's not even that good looking, bro. I'm like, and she has a BBL, bro. I'm good, bro. I'll never message her again, bro. I'm good, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, I don't care if I do the swingers thing anyways, bro. I don't do dating that much anyways, dude. But me personally, dude, like, I just don't tolerate the disrespect that I'm getting from the Latina women anymore, dog. Like, I'm seeing it in Dominican Republic when I was there. I seen it in Colombia and Mexico. Forget about it. It's really bad over here. But at least in Colombia, if I go over there, I know I could go on some dates with some girls and go out with some girls. Same thing in DR. But over here in Mexico, dude, like Guadalajara, bro. If you're Latino, you're from Honduras, Guatemala, or fucking anywhere, like just good luck, bro. Good luck, man. You're not gonna have success here, dude. Now I think like I said, if you're white, you're black, you should have some success, bro. But it just depends on your standards, bro, right? Don't get with no tortas. I see a lot of guys posting videos of them kissing Mexican girls here, and then most of them are like fat girls and shit, or girls that are unattractive. Like I'm good on that shit, bro. So yeah, just be careful, guys. When you come over here in Latin America, you meet a girl that speaks English. Like some guys will be like, "Oh, she speaks English. That's a plus." That's actually a curse, bro. Because many of these girls are gringo hunters, like I said. For they'll sleep with a gringo, and you will never know about it. She's never gonna tell you, bro. And she'll never gonna. She might have slept with even a few, bro. And you're never gonna know, bro. And so I will tell you guys, if you meet a girl that speaks English over here, bro, anywhere in Latin America, bro, just be very careful, dog. Like almost all the girls that I personally know that speak English, bro, they sleep with foreigners, bro. Any chance they get, bro. So I would tell you guys be very careful with that shit, man.
I
I
think
personally
Luis
don't
is I
fuck with it,
feel
dude. But whatever, dude.
I just feel like if you ever go to Honduras, you're gonna meet some great people. Like you will actually meet better people than women. I mean, there's somewhat a decrease of women in Honduras, not as like Colombia and Brazil, but I mean there is a percentage, but I don't think it's gonna be your expectation. I think it's gonna be the people there because they're very they're very kind, they're generous, and they're religious. Like they're that's big. Like the Christianity there is big. Like dude, there are a lot of
Mm.
praise and worship God, and like and again, Luis is like it takes back because you know how like the gangs there in Honduras, like like the Mara Salvatrucha, the 18 gangs and shit. And there's also narcos. Like
Mm.
I have a primo that lives somewhere in the capital. He showed me a video of like one of the cops in the jungles in Honduras, and
Mm.
one of the members there's a gang called Narcos de Diablo, and there's a video of like one of the narcos like they chop their head off. And they chop up cut one of the heads of their own members because one of the members got arrested. They were gonna put him in the jail, and so the one when the cops came back, like before the video, the whole story was like the cops came back to like get the other guy or something, and they just got their heads chopped off. So I mean, there's some lot of like a lot of the nautical type shit in Honduras. So I mean, yeah, I mean, you got to be careful in Honduras too. Like it's the opposite of Mexico, very but very like like every a 3-star, like kind of like third world dangerous, type of awareness. You know what I mean? So I mean, I'm gonna be careful because I have family there, and as like, and I'm not gonna say like I'm a big Christian because I come from a religious family, especially have like my grandparents
Mm.
who are Christians. So, I mean, hopefully God has something above me, underneath God's presence and stuff like that. So, I mean, I'm gonna be okay because apparently I'm gonna have like and then again like the cops who actually help me here, but then the cops in Honduras, cops in Honduras, like we have to be aware because it's not like the cops like in Mexico. I think like they got to get bribed in Mexico and stuff like that. It's not like in Honduras, like cops don't get bribed. They do their jobs, and in Honduras, cops like they do the most dangerous jobs, dude. Like you have to be very aware, and they're just like the cops in Mexico. Like they all look like they dress like militaries. Like they have to protect the people because there's a lot of gang wars and there's shootouts. So, but it's not
Yeah,
often
I mean,
because
I don't know. I mean, I just think if you go over there, just be careful and shit, fool. Just like let me
yeah,
answer this guy. Do you think the rise of popularity of passport bros contribute to the deterioration of dating in Latin America? No, bro. There's passport bros ain't really going to like places like Guatemala, Honduras, or Salvador or Nicaragua or Guadalajara or Mexico City. Like these dudes are usually in three places. They're either in Rio, Cartagena, Medellin, or they're like in Sosur or somewhere in DR, or they go to Thailand and shit, Pattaya. I think it's just the social media in general. For like it just changed. But like I used to brag about Guadalajara women, but that's because like I was used to the women that I met here when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, when I was older as well. And like even the guy that's from here, Guadalajara dude, that I know, he told me like 3 years ago he used to go on dates with girls here all the time. He's like, bro, I used to get dates here on the dating apps all the time. Now I've been here. Like he told me not to come to Guadalajara, but I was like, bro, I gotta come over here because I got tickets for the World Cup. That's the only reason why I came back. But he told me himself, he's like, bro, like I'm telling you right now that if you come over here, I've been here 6 months, I haven't gotten shit and blah 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 blah. And he's right, bro. Like and this is a guy that told me that he used to get on that dating apps and get dates on here and stuff like that. Like the women are super like cold to him here. Like he told me he got a girl. Like even when he talks to girls at the gyms, like they're like they'll say hi to him and then they'll never say hi to him again in the gym. Like they pretend like they don't know him. He said he was talking to one girl again. He's like, hey, how are you doing? And she's like, I'm busy with the machine. And like she just like fucked him off and shit. So yeah, but women over here could be very snobby, bro. And I think it has nothing to do with the past. Now, I think the passport bro movement contributed to us having a bad image in Medellin. Like now, the women over there don't want to really go out with us because we're seen as an embarrassment, which I don't blame them. So I will say that. Um, I think they contributed to the rise of cost of Mongols. If that's what you're into, like you're into mongering, they definitely raised up the prices in Cartagena and Medellin. Also, so the quality has gone. You got a lot of dudes that are going over that are super, not even passport bros. It's just desperate Americans, bro. They're marrying these fucking whores, man. That's crazy, bro. Who the hell goes to a country to marry a sex worker, bro? But that's what they're doing. I love gringo hunters. They're the easiest to get in bed. I don't travel looking to wife up these chicas. Yeah, me neither, bro. I don't care, fool. But I'm just talking to guys in general that like, they might want something serious or just for them to be aware, like most guys don't know that, if they meet a girl that speaks English, they'll be like, oh, she's a good girl. Like, hell no, they're gringo hunters, bro. Most of them, dog. They fuck around a lot, no matter how innocent or what education they have, dude. And a lot of them are very like hypocrites, bro. Like the thumbnail says, they have too many options, no real connection with anybody. For like, bro, like even girls that I've done hood rat shit with, that I posted them on the social media. When I post, like, well, I haven't posted crazy shit no more. But when I posted stuff like that with girls and stuff like that, they just like react. Like, they react like very negative. Like, there's a girl I did like I think I did a body shop with her and Playa del Carmen like a few years ago. She was from Uruguay. She was also a fucking hoe and she living there, bro. Oh my god, let me tell you, like that's what I tell you. Any Latina girl that lives and these or any Canadian girl that lives in Mexico, they've been ran through, bro. Please use protection, guys. Anyways, though, so I did like a body shop with her and I posted on my Instagram. She started laughing. Now, fast forward, maybe like this was 2023, right? So I think in 2024, when I went back to Colombia, right? Yeah. No. Actually, I went back to Colombia that same year. I was in Mexico, and then I went straight to. I believe I went to Medellin around Halloween. Yeah. I went to Medellin around Halloween, and I ended up staying in Medellin for like a month or something like that. But anyways, when I went back, I posted videos of me doing like body shots with girls over there as well. And this same girl that was like, "Oh, this is disgusting," but this is the same girl that I had on my damn Instagram, like doing it. But that's just the way the women are here, bro. Women, and she unfollowed me on Instagram. But this is the way that women are. They have huge egos, bro. So you could do some hood rat shit with a girl that doesn't mean shit to you, and you don't mean shit to her, and then they see you with a different girl. Like women have egos, bro. Like they want all eyes on them, dude. That's how the social media has affected women, dog. Like if you're not paying attention to a girl, you're not liking her pictures, you're not leaving comments. Like even if she's not gonna respond to your comments and shit, fool, she still wants you to do that. She wants you to become a simp. I was like, bro, if you're not simping for these women, fool, they don't give you the time of day, bro. They're not gonna give you the time of day anyways. But you mean when you understand what I'm telling you? Like they won't, they'll kick you off their social media account because they see you like as, oh, he's not kissing my ass type of shit, bro. Fuck him and shit, bro. It's not even just about dating. It's just about just like even like being friends. It's difficult. Like let's say you're not even trying to like date these women. You're trying to have friendships. It's difficult, man, because like they've got so many guys that are simping for them. They have options, bro. Oh, how come this guy never invites you to a nice dinner, but I got five other guys that are inviting me to dinners? Like girls that I used to be cool with in Medellin, like years ago, call me tacaño. You're tacaño. I was like, nah, I'm not tacaño. It's just that I'm not gonna take you to a 5-star resort, and I'm not gonna take you 5-star dinners. I'm not gonna give you money. I'm not gonna fucking bro. I had one of them that I knew for a few years on Instagram the other day, and I haven't talked to her for like a year and shit. She never followed me back, and that's just the way they are. This is a girl that used to come over, and I used to chill with her. She was really cool with me, bro. Like banged her out many times, bro. But it don't matter for like fucking her mindset is like, oh, this guy doesn't do shit for me. Like that's just the way they are over there now, bro. Medellin women have become very, very spoiled, guys. Extremely spoiled, bro. And shit. I mean, you can still go out with some girls there and fucking have fun, bro. But yeah, man, it's becoming harder now, bro. I think you're better off going to another city, bro. Going to Cali or Barranquilla, bro, where there's less foreigners, bro. But Medellin, bro, me, the only reason why I'm there because I have my homegirls that I know for a couple of years that I go out with. But I say, for example, I didn't have no more friends. I don't think I would go back to Medellin. I would just go to Cali. I would go to a different city. Because what am I gonna go to Medellin for if I don't even know anybody like that there? You know, like it's just like I'm good, bro. But just the way it is, bro. Women have a lot
I
of
think
options, bro.
I think I'm gonna be safe in Honduras because the main thing is my expense is gonna be a lot of police because gang activity down there. And since Nasser already made deals with Trump, I mean, and you know how Trump already made deals with Ecuador, Ecuador's already becoming like El Salvador, and Honduras is a little bit as El Salvador because a lot of gang crackdown. But other than that, I think I'm gonna be safe because of because of, like because it's true, like it's true, like they've been doing it, and like in this was 2013. I think Manuel Sayala, I think he was backed by a U.S. military coup in Honduras, and he got arrested. And then so what happened around 2013 is they started doing crackdowns because apparently there was some like corruption in the government. So and then the government's like, hey, we're gonna stop this bullshit. So
Mm.
the Honduran government did start like they start cracking out gangs and stuff like that. And so over the years, since they got like militarized and all kinds of stuff, the reason why I'm saying that I'm going to be safe, not just because of that, but it's because of the people. They're very aware, and like let's say like if you take a wrong route and if you don't know where you're going, they'd be like, hey, don't go that way because there's somebody or some gangs in the corner, and I mean they're gonna do something to you or such. So you know, people will be aware for you. Like they would tell you, like, hey, be cautious, don't go to this place or that. And again, like Honduras, they very have a kind of heart.
Yeah, I don't know,
So
bro. Like I said, I never been there, bro. So I don't know. I think you're like putting too much detail. I think just go over and have a good time, bro. They've just been doing dumb shit, dude. You'll be all right, bro.
yeah, I do.
916 Hella says, "One call me perdido." I said, "Yeah, because every time you ask me for shit, I go perdido." Bro, that's I laugh, bro. Like these women are like that. For like I had a few that stopped talking to me because of that. And to be honest with you, they could kick rocks. I don't give a fuck, dude. But still, dude, like One of them, dude, I see that a few guys that I personally know that are in the travel space. I'm not gonna say no names, but some of the dudes that y'all listen to on their lives, they follow this one girl that I'm talking about that calls me Takanya. As a matter of fact, I actually blocked her the other day. Like, she didn't follow me back. So after the week, I was like, man, this bitch, she, what? Who she thinks she's just a celebrity, bro? I used to bang her out on my fucking couch all the time. All of a sudden, she thinks she's too good because she's around foreigners now. But anyways, though, I saw mutual friends and I saw a few guys that follow her. I don't want to say which guys, but guys that are in the travel space. One guy that got kicked out of Medellin follows her as well, bro. Like, so man, bro, like I saw like who was it? One, two, three guys that I know follow her that are on content creators. And then one guy that I personally know was like leaving. I didn't even know this guy met her, but he was leaving comments on her pictures like, hey, I'm here, like just blowing up her shift when I was laughing. I was like, bro, this guy has no idea that I was banging this girl for free. Nah, bro, I don't know what she charges now and shit, but I was cracking her for free, bro. And that's why I tell guys, bro, like no matter how expensive a girl's tastes are, you look at this girl, she's very beautiful, bro. I guess maybe in the States she might even be a 10, but in Medellin, I guess you could give her maybe a 7, maybe an 8, whatever. I give her like a 7. She's very good looking, bro. Very beautiful body. But I think like my thing is that most guys that look at her and look at me would never think that I was cracking her for free, but I was, bro. And like that bitch was like on love and shit, like always like messaging me and shit like that. She would get jealous, leave me like long ass voice notes and shit, like talking shit. But anyways, though, for like the one time that I was cracking her for, I was cracking her for free, bro. Like I would take her to my jacuzzi, smash her out. I used to have a lot of fun with this girl, bro. But I didn't message her when I added her because I'm not gonna kiss her ass, bro. Like fucking, but yeah, the last time I talked to her was like about over a year ago, and like the last thing she told me was like, "You're tacaño. The reason why I don't talk to you." Look at what she told me next 60. She told me the reason why I don't talk to you no more is because you're tacaño. You're arrogant. Like she's just talking shit, but this is because I don't kiss her ass, bro. Like all the guys that are in her life do that. They buy her brand new phones. They buy her fucking clothes. They take her to resorts. One guy took her to a real hotel, spent thousands of dollars on her. Like I'm not doing none of that shit for no fucking body girl. Hell no, bro. So that's what she told me. She's like, "You're tacaño. I want to leave you talking to yourself," and she blocked me. But I added her on Instagram again and shit for like fucking. She never like accepted my. I'm sorry, she never followed me back. So I was like, I'm good. She saw, she saw my stories on Instagram, so she knows who I am and she like But she never like text me. It's like, hey, how you doing? Like that's just the way the women are in Medellin. For like, it's just a place that you go over and you bang some girls and you keep it moving and shit, bro. Night 16, you know what's up and shit, fool. I don't take those women serious, bro. Those two girls that I had on my live last time talking about how they're loyal and not all of them are like that. But in 1 hour, they're over there fucking around and cheating on their boyfriends, bro. So anybody that knows, just go over there. It's like Las Vegas. Have fun. If I go back to Medellin, I'll go back in 3 weeks from now. I think at least two of my friends are gonna be there. The guy that I'm with right now here, he's leaving this week, and I think he's gonna be in Medellin in 2 weeks from now. So at least he's gonna be there. And then another friend that I know in Puerto Rico. So I want to have like some guys to hang out with, and the girls obviously that I know. So I think I'm looking at apartments right now. And as a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna get my apartment by next week. I'll probably get an apartment, and I'll be flying the fuck out of here by fucking July and shit, bro. Or I'm sorry, by August I'll be out of here, bro. Or if not, I'll be out of here by at least like September. I don't think I could do. Now, you know what? I'm not gonna do 2 months in Guadalajara. I'm good, bro. I'm gonna stay here until August and fly out and just I'm out of here, bro. I can't do fucking 2 months here, bro. I'm good, bro. Like I can't. I'm sorry for like I'm supposed to stay until September, but I just can't, bro. So I'll probably just fly out maybe like towards the end of July, stay there for a whole month until August, and then from there maybe go to Cali. Or I might just stay maybe like 2 more weeks in Medellin, something like that. And then maybe from there just go to Cali or something, bro, and just fucking just bounce out of here, bro. But I want to definitely do like at least a month in Cali, and then do maybe like I might stay longer. I don't know. I want to be back in the States by at least November. I want to spend some time with my family in the States, so I think I'll probably just stay August, September, and maybe a little bit of October, and then just bounce and shit. Because I do want to go to Dominican Republic as well, guys. So I'm kind of like debating: do I want to go to Medellin, or I don't want to? Do I want to go to DR, man? So I'm debating on those two places right now. For like, where do I want to do? Do I want to go DR, or do I want to go to? Nah, I'm gonna go to Medellin. I think by the end of the month, dude. I want to start looking at apartments. I want to make my final decision, find an apartment that I like. I'm gonna get the fucking apartment, and I'm also gonna get the plane ticket, and that's it, bro. And shit, fool. Yeah, Mexican women are better, fool. Like if you're looking for something serious, bro. But I just think like me personally, as a foreigner, you have better options for a woman over here, bro. Like I said, if you're a black guy or a white dude, you're gonna find a decent girl here that likes you, bro. Now you're one of those guys that goes to Colombia and DR, for you're probably gonna get fucking played, bro. So I still stand what I say, but me personally, I'm talking about me as a Mexican and shit. For like, I think it's not good for us here, bro. But you, bro, I think you'll have good luck over here, bro. I'm sure you. Medellin is better than DR. Yeah, it is, bro. Well, it depends, though, dude. I think yes and no. I think the reason why I would pick Medellin is because it has a swinger scene, bro. But I like my woman curvy, fool, and that's why I like DR, bro. I have a lot more easier time pulling Dominican women than any other country in the world, dog. And shit, bro. I go to the Colmados, bro, and I go to the damn store that my friend owns there, and I'll go to the damn park. I pulled a lot of baddies at the fucking park in Santiago, bro. Yeah, man. Just have fun. That's it. That's all you need to worry about. Eat good, relax, and have fun. Yeah, bro. And she's like, I'm not going over there looking for a relationship, bro. I was hoping I was gonna stay here. Like, I thought about what QB told me, like put Guadalajara on the map. But I was like, well, how am I gonna put Guadalajara on the map? Am I meeting girls that are just ghosting me? Because like that's the way that I put girls on camera. Like I go out with them and I just like start filming everyday shit, bro. But I can't do that. If you had to rank top five places you've been to, it just it depends though. I say for party, for nightlife, for swinger shit, dude. I would say Rio de Janeiro, bro. It's still one of my favorite cities, bro. I would say second, man. I say Medellin is right there too as well. Medellin would be number three would be Santiago, Dominican Republic. Even though it's a boring ass city, I still like it because I always have a good time when I go with girls out there. Fourth place, I would have to say Playa del Carmen. I think it's pretty dope, bro. I met a lot of cool ass people in Playa del Carmen and shit, dude. Fifth place, man, I want to throw in Barcelona, fool. I kind of stuck between Barcelona and Guadalajara because I still have love for Guadalajara, bro. Even though the dating scene here sucks, but I think I have to go with Barcelona, bro. Barcelona is fucking badass, bro. But Guadalajara will be right there next to it and shit, bro. What part of DR? Santiago. Yeah, for sure, dude. DR is a lot safer. Hell yeah, it is, bro. But yeah, fool, you go there and relax, fool. But it's kind of just like it sucks because like fucking Medellin's like fucking it used to be paradise, fool, but you got a lot of dumbasses that go over there and they put pros on damn channels and it's like DR is scam island and Colombia is cutthroat. There doesn't seem to be a good choice if you're not just looking to hit it and quit. I think Brazil in the North Coast is good, bro. Like if you go to Fortaleza, Natal, and Maceió, it's not gonna have the same excitement that you see like in other cities in Brazil. But like, bro, like I think once you meet some good women for like I said, for I was talking to one girl that was from Natal, but I never like that's the issue for like I talked to her for like a whole year from the moment I got her Instagram. But the problem is that like women are women for she just moved on and shit. Like she got tired of talking to a guy that wasn't there. And even when I did go to Brazil, like I hit her up, but she never responded. But I was like, it is what it is, bro. But for like a whole year, I was talking to her like almost every other day. I was talking to her on Instagram, bro. She was like really nice, and I met her at one of those places where they have like the photo, their version of country music. I met her in Natal. Very beautiful, man. Super thick, beautiful face, bro. Super curvy, bro. Big titties, man. She's always posting videos like of her in the gym. She looks so damn good now, bro. Fuck, bro. I wish I could hit it, bro. I never got to smash around. I only stayed there for 3 days, though. Well, that's the mistake that I made when I went to Brazil. Not this time, but the 2024 when I went. When I was like backpacking the North Coast, I wouldn't stay in the cities too long, just a few days. But if I go back to Brazil, I'll probably do like a month in Rio for Carnival, and then I'll go to the North Coast. I want to hit up Natal again, bro. I want to hit up Natal for maybe like a week, check it out for a couple of days, and then take a bus and go to Fortaleza, hit up Fortaleza for 2 weeks, something like that. I want to stay in the North Coast this time, bro. I'm not gonna do the South anymore, bro. I'm good with the South. The South is like, eh. But man, that girl was very beautiful, bro. And there was good looking women too at that club that I know I'm pretty sure I could have met if I would have stayed long. But like I said, my biggest issue is that I didn't stay in the cities too long. But this time when I go back, I'm gonna stay in the North Coast a little bit longer and shit. I'll probably do like a month there, a month and a half, bro. and shit. Fool. It just depends. Like this time, I came back because of the World Cup, but like even if there wasn't a World Cup, I would have still left Brazil. But usually, like this was the first time I went to Brazil where I didn't meet a girl that liked me. Like every time I used to go, I used to meet a girl in Rio that had a crush on me. I would go out with them. I would have a good time. Like every weekend, I would go out with that girl. That's why I say like dating in Rio is difficult. But if you can meet that one carioca that likes you, it could be very, very rewarding, bro. Like you'll have somebody to hang out with and shit, bro. But this time I didn't, bro. Like I just struck out. The first three times I went, first time I had a girlfriend that I lived with. Second time I met another girl that I was hanging out with for like a whole month, and Rio as well. Third time I was hanging out with another girl from Rio as well. That was very beautiful. Actually, she knew that I was in Rio. She never hit me up again. For like she just said, "Fuck this guy." But this time, fool, I tried my best, fool, and I didn't get nothing, bro. Sometimes you win and sometimes you lose, guys. So it is what it is, bro. Actually, dude. Shit, fool. Thailand over Colombia in my book. I never been to Thailand. I want to go to Asia next year, fool. This is like my last year in Latin America. I'm kind of done with this shit. You're seeing firsthand why some places aren't on a map. Some Asian American dude just got scoped and killed in Medellin. Oh, I'm not surprised, bro. I'm really, really careful for that's why like when I go to Colombia and shit, I hang around people that I personally know. And if I do get a girl's like number and stuff like that, I get her Instagram immediately. I don't do that with other girls in other countries. I don't care about social media. But when it comes to Medellin, fool, and it also depends on the women though, too. Like a lot of guys go out with low hanging fruit, bro. Like, let's be honest, like most of these girls that are drugging dudes are all ugly girls, dude. Like, so yeah, you gotta be careful. And shit, fool. And shit.
Hey, Ulysses, you said you're a Mexican citizen, and
No,
Mexico,
I'm not a
right?
Mexican citizen. I came over here to get my paperwork to become a Mexican citizen. That's why I'm here. No.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Because see, because see, my goal is like, because I want to do right. Meanwhile, I'm in America because I'm a GED student, and I want to jump some weight so I can become part of the U.S. military. My dream is like just to have somewhere a 30, I think a 30-year visa for, or maybe just a visa somewhere in Ecuador. I think people are saying Ecuador is kind of like the Mexico or like El Salvador because they're getting
I don't know.
cancer.
Ecuador is having a lot of problems. I would stay away from Ecuador for they're having a lot of problems over there. Very dangerous, bro. And shit.
Yeah,
Definitely don't go over there, bro. Like, I don't know. You can do whatever you want. You're a grown ass man, but I wouldn't go to Ecuador anytime soon, bro.
yeah, I hear you. But I'm probably choosing Ecuador between Ecuador or Honduras. But I think
Mm.
Honduras would be good for me. All I gotta say is, people like you and me, I think we'll have a good time in Honduras because people are just generous and they're kind and nice. And I think you're gonna be 100% safe because again, cops patrol 24/7. They're there in the streets for 24/7. So, and people get to sleep. So,
Mm.
yeah, man. So that's all I gotta
Mm.
say. But yeah, man. If I ever see you, I just be like, hey, uh, so much love on Honduras, man. I hope you have a good time, enjoy the good time here, and hope you get some love. But yeah, man. That's all I gotta say.
All right, yeah. Thanks. I appreciate it. DR's scam island Colombia. Yeah, dude, that's you know what, but my thing is that DR to me, Santiago has always been like it's always is one of the first cities that I visited like abroad like 10 years ago. And I just like fell in love with it. It's not like most people don't go to Santiago because it's boring. And I get it, it is, bro. But for me, I met some baddies there, bro. Some bad girls, dog. But my thing is, I don't hang around with fucking Americans or even foreign guys because of the stupid shit they do. I got cock blocked twice, actually three times in Santiago with a good looking girl, dude. Like, so I was messing around with the girl and her cousin was there, and the guy had the cousin. The cousin wasn't even bad looking. But the guy's from Spain, right? And this is my first time hanging out with this dude, right? And he's like, I'll be your wingman. All right, good, bro. And so I end up going to like taking her to get some arepas. And the guy goes with the cousin. And instead of just the guy just being a good wingman, like common sense tells you, like, you know what, I'm not gonna he should have known that the cousin was pissed off or whatever. And like instead of telling the cousin, like, you know what, dude, like, I don't know where this dude's at. He doesn't answer his phone. I want to go home. Do you want to call Uber? Like, being the good wingman, I would do that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would not take the girl if I know the girl's pissed off. I'm not gonna take that girl to where my boy's at because I know she's gonna cock block 100%. And what did he do? He bring her to where I was at. I'm like, this motherfucker, bro. And the girl wanted to stay with me too. She's like, no, but I want to. No, no, you're coming with me. I was like, fuck, bro. I was fucking pissed off with this guy. And then I go on a date with another girl, And he comes along and he does the same shit, dude, again. Fool. He's like, oh, let's leave, let's leave. I'm like, oh, fuck. And the girl texts me like, oh, you left me stranded at the club. I'm like, ah, bro, this bitch had the biggest titties I ever seen on the Dominican girl. Fool. Huge, bro. They're like double Fs, bro. And she had like a slim body, but her fucking boobs are amazing, dog. Like, fuck, dude. And I didn't get to smash her that night because of this dude too, bro. And then again, I went out with this a third time. I went out with this fucking guy, bro. Like he's like the worst wingman I ever had in my life, bro. I went out with this dude, and we went to go leave with the first girl that fucking didn't go home with me, right? She was there, and the friend was like throwing her ass at him, and he didn't want her for some reason. And I'm like, whatever, dude. But he cock blocked me again, fool. Like, and this time I went home empty handed again, bro. Like with the same girl and shit. But this time the girl was like not like feeling me this time, like the other time and shit, bro. But fuck, man, she was cute, bro. I think I uploaded a picture of her when I kissed her and shit, dude. But man, dude, I love DR. I can meet women like Cormado. I could meet women in the fucking park. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and say I don't meet women that ain't shit there, because I always do, bro. I always meet fucking women that ain't shit in DR, bro. But you always meet women like that. They're just down, that want to hit it and quit it. For you meet some bad ones, bro. And that's why I like DR. That's why I like Santiago. I'm not really a fan of Santo Domingo, bro. But it is what it is, bro. You know. But next year, I'm trying to make moves towards Asia, bro, for sure, bro. I'm just kind of done with this fucking Latin America shit, bro. Everybody's telling me that Asia dating scene is fucking amazing. Vietnam is amazing and stuff like that. But I'm just sick of this shit in fucking Latin America, bro. Just too much, bro. Like, bro, you're trying to, like, look at what happened with me today with this girl. She asked for me to write down her number. I didn't ask for her number, only for her the next day to fucking ghost me and be like, oh, I'm busy and shit. Like, I'll talk to you later, man, dude. Trying to make the moves for next year is between DR, Brazil, and Thailand, or maybe the Philippines. Yeah, dude, I think maybe we should do Brazil. I think you'll have a good time in Brazil, especially Carnival, dog. Here's the Suez trash. L Wingman dudes be hating this guy's dog for real. Yeah, dude, that motherfucker, he fucked it up for me, bro. Like, it's common sense, bro. If I'm with you, you have a girl, and I have the girl's friends with me as well. We go our separate ways. She wants to eat somewhere else. The girl gets mad at me. She's like, where's my cousin now? Or where's my homegirl? I'm gonna do you a solid. I'm like, I don't know where he's at. He's not answering the phone, but I'm gonna go home right now. I don't know what you want to do and shit. Fool. Just something like that, simple and shit, fool, you know? And I could have took her home because she wasn't even answering her damn phone anyways and shit, bro. So I would have took her home and smashed her out, bro. And shit. But this dude, what does he do? He brings the girl where I'm at. I'm not looking at it. And when I saw him, I was like, this motherfucker. And he was texting me like, oh, where you at, bro? The girl wants to leave. I'm like, bro, well, tell her to leave, dude. I was like, and he brings her towards me like he was just hating ass dude, bro. As a matter of fact, he followed me on Instagram for like a month, and after I left DR, and I think he's doing like studying in both countries. He's studying in PR and he's studying in Dominican Republic. But when he left DR, he unfollowed me. So I had him on my Instagram account for like 1 month, and so he unfollowed me, and I was like, what a fucking hating ass bitch, bro. So I fucking unfollowed him back. I'm like, bro, you're not a fucking celebrity, bro. What the fuck, dude? You weird ass Spaniard guy, bro. And I thought he was a cool guy. I went drinking with him a few times, dude. But like, it goes to show you, for like, this is why I have a policy when I go out with women. I don't bring no guys with me, bro. It's not on some hating shit. It's not because I'm jealous or nothing like that. Me personally, fool, it's always bad, bro. And that's like the last time I was in Medellin and I had my friend. Well, I thought he was my friend for a few years. He embarrassed me in front of two girls in Medellin, put his hands on me. It got physical with me and him. Like, I got up in his face. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? And we were friends for many years, and we stopped talking after that night, bro. Like, actually, thank God that he had like a couple of days left, and he ended up leaving and shit, fool. Like, the apartment we're roommates, bro. That's why I don't do roommates either, bro. That was the first time I ever done roommates overseas, and that's the last time too, bro. Like, he just smokes too much weed, bro. Like, every single day he was smoking. I was like, bro, just too much, bro. But just like, nah, dude, like, that's why I don't travel with dudes anymore. I don't hang around with guys when I travel. Like, when I go back to Colombia, I might hang around with these dudes that I personally know. I know they're good people. But most of the time when I'm out and about in Colombia, if I can't go out with a girl, I'll be out with the dudes and shit, dude. But I'm always gonna be with girls, dog. Every time I'm in info, I'm always with women, dog. Same thing in DR and even in Brazil, dude. But fuck that, fool. I don't like hanging around dudes, bro. I really don't, bro. Like, it's just not a good thing for me, bro. Like, I remember what happened to me in DR, fool. That was actually the first time I ever went out with a guy in DR and a girl and girls, and that's like the last time too, bro. I just like I don't recommend people do that. I'm good, bro. Santiago is the best place to date in DR because I hear Sasua is trash. L wingman dudes be hating the disguised dog for real. Yeah, dude. Fucking man, he fucked up two girls for me, dog. The first one was cute. The other one wasn't cute, but she had the biggest titties, bro. Like I wish I could show you a picture of her, dog. Huge, bro. I think do have a picture of her. I'll show her next time, dude. See, I could see her fucking man, fucking huge fucking titties, bro. Fucking nice and plumpy, dude. Fuck, bro. What a now that I think about it, fuck this guy. Like this guy isn't shit, bro. And you know what, dude? It's so funny. I tried to add that girl that I messed around with in DR on Instagram. I found her and she never accepted my ad, bro. That's why I tell you that's how the women are here. For like you could fuck a girl in Latin America, bro. You could smash a girl in Latin America, fool. And they won't even accept your ad on Instagram, fool. Or they'll fucking unfollow you like a month later because that's why I made this video. They have so much options nowadays, bro. Like so much options, bro. That girl that I did an interview with, like I text her for maybe like one day and the next day she told me she was busy at work and she'll message me and she never did, by the way. And shit, dude. But I was like, I guarantee you that girl's getting about, if I had to take a guess, how many DMs she gets per day? At least 25, at least 10 to 25 per day. She get it from guys like just Sims DMing her every single day. I'm good, bro. And you know what? I should have lied to that girl. I should have not even told her that I was Mexican. I should have been like, I'm Colombian, bro, and shit. When I probably could have got her into. They're so stupid over here in fucking in Mexico. I'm sorry for, but Guadalajara women are some of the most dumbest women I ever met when it comes to foreign men, dude. I want some DR tetas too. Yeah, bro. Like I almost want to show you the picture of her. She's fucking massive ass titties, bro. They're huge, bro. They're like F's or E's or something like that. I can't even count that high, guys. Yeah, maybe I see you there, bro. You let him cock block you 3 times. Yeah, it happened, bro. It is what it is, bro. I learned my lesson, though, bro. Whatever. I still smashed some girls when I was over there in DR and shit, bro. I think I hit like 2, right? Yeah, I got 2 girls. But they're fucking whores over there. Like this Dominican girl hit me up like a week ago telling me when I'm gonna come back. And then like 2 days later, she posted a picture of her and some dude, and I started laughing. I'm like, bro, this bitch literally posted a picture of her and some guy. And she only left it on there for a little bit though, fool. I guess she got scared of guys are looking at her shit, bro. But she left it on there for not even an hour, bro. 916 knows what's up and shit, fool. And shit, how the women are. He knows how the women are. And so fucking, I just started laughing. I was like, look at this perra. And she look at this dog and shit, fool. She left this picture for like an hour and then erased it immediately, bro. And shit, I don't give a damn, bro. As a matter of fact, I posted a video of me doing body shots on this girl this week on my Instagram. I don't give a damn anymore, bro, about none of the girls I have on my IG. Like I was at first, I was like, man, I don't want to fuck it up. Maybe I go back to Brazil. I don't give a damn, girl. I stopped posting hood rat shit 3 years ago, but I don't give a shit, bro. I'll post a picture of or a video of me kissing some girl this weekend. I don't give a shit, dude. I don't care, bro. I don't care about none of these girls I have on my Instagram anymore. For like, I made this video for a reason because I don't give a fuck anymore, dog. Like, I don't care for like, what are they gonna do? Tell me that I'm a whore when they're doing the same thing behind closed doors, bro? And shit, dude, I'm good, bro. Dating over here and just trash, bro. They got a lot of options. They have attitudes, and they got guys that are doing the most shit for them, dog. They got guys that are taking them to fucking get lobster and shit. I'm not doing none of that shit, bro. Every time you see videos on dudes that are in Colombia, for example, who's one guy? I forget his name. But he's always taking girls to like fancy dinners and shit, and that's what fucks it up for all of the rest of us, dog. Because that's exactly why a lot of those girls, like even if you were any guy that's a Colombian veteran that's been there for more than 5 years, will tell you that girls that he had that were cool with him back in the day, even pros because pros back in the day would let you smash for free. They became cool with you, believe it or not. Even pros that I was smashing for free don't talk to me anymore. They all cut me off because I'm tacaño that I don't spend that money on them, dog. Like, bro, fucking, you got the girlfriend experience for $60 for a day or 2 days. You took them to go eat McDonald's or Hooters, and they were happy with that shit, bro. They're no longer happy with Hooters, bro. Like, you meet a good-looking girl in Medellin that's used to bringing around foreigners, bro. You offer her Hooters or McDonald's, bro. They'll look at you like you're crazy because they want to go to like the fancy rooftop lunches and all that shit, dude. I'm not doing that shit, bro. I'm not fucking taking you to $100 steak dinner. I'm good, bro. I mean, shout out to fucking Robert for spending $800 on that girl at the fucking mall, man. Like, would y'all fuck with Puerto Rican chicks? Yeah, I would, bro. But I don't know. For like, I hear from my brothers over there that the women are very like Americanized, bro, and shit. Fool. But I think, like I said, it could be rewarding if you meet a nice girl from one of those places, bro. I think you meet a decent girl in Puerto Rico, it could be very rewarding. Same thing in Guadalajara. If you can meet a nice, decent girl, it could be very rewarding. But it's not easy here, bro. Like I think, like I say it one more time, I think if you're a black guy, I think you should be in Guadalajara, bro. If I could be honest, bro. Like man, you don't like girls that are curvy and shit, and you don't mind like skinny girls, and I guess it's okay, bro. But I think if you want to have like you want to meet like connections with Latina women for, I think this is the place, bro. But I think if you're Latino and shit, I don't think Guadalajara is a good spot, bro, at all. For even Mexican, for like not at all, bro. Like I should have lied to this fucking chick I did an interview with and told her that I was Colombian, bro. I should have never told her I was Mexican, bro. But lesson learned, bro. But I'm already leaving like in a few weeks. So I don't give a damn, bro. I'm gonna be going anyways and shit. I'm gonna be gone. I'm out of here, bro. But when I leave here, bro, I'm gonna be so happy, dog, because it's just like, man, not one fucking date, bro, not nothing in here and shit, bro. What cities, in your opinion, do black guys do well best for dating? Like I said, I think Guadalajara is good, bro. I think Guadalajara is good. Um, man, I want to say Santiago, Dominican Republic. I think black guys would have success there as well because there's no foreigners there. But I would say Guadalajara, Ciudad Mexico. I would say Playa del Carmen. I would say Santiago, Dominican Republic. Um, I don't know for what other cities I would say that have good luck, dude. And shit, those are the ones that I can think of and shit, bro. You're funny, fool. Yeah, solo is the way to do. Bros are weird. Yeah, bro. I got cock blocked twice by that motherfucker. And I did this. The other guy that I got into it with in Colombia, like I was already like I had already got a bunch of girls. Like I had already cracked a bunch of girls, and it was actually my last week there. So I didn't care. He's the only dude that I've ever known that's gone to Colombia for 2 months and didn't get laid. So I did him the favor and I invited two girls, and like one of the girls like liked him or whatever. He didn't do nothing with the girl. Like he ended up coming home by himself, even though I got into it with him. Like I looked at him, I'm like, you started that fight, you started all that shit only to go home by yourself, guy. Man, what airport do you land in Guadalajara? I don't forgot the name of it. Hidalgo Airport, I think it's called. But it's about an hour away from the main city. It's kind of far, so I'm not gonna sit here and lie, bro. And shit, it kind of sucked, dude, because I was hoping I was gonna get caught in here with the Colombians, bro. I went to the stadium, I went to the game, and there was a lot of good-looking Colombian women, dude. A lot of good-looking couples, bro, and groups of Colombians, bro. And I was like, and I should have done interviews right there and then, before I fucked up, bro. And I thought, well, after the game, there's gonna be like, I want to have opportunities. Wrong, wrong. Those fucking dudes, bro. Those Colombian guys, bro. They took their girls straight to the damn hotel, bro. They didn't fuck around for. They took them straight to the hotel room. I was pissed, bro. I was like, damn, dude. Now my whole ass has to go over there myself, though. It's cool, dude. I'll be in Medellin in a couple of weeks, bro. I was thinking about staying here. My plan was to stay here for the rest of the year in Mexico. That's what I wanted to do originally. I was like, well, maybe I could stay here and meet some nice girls. And I still might, bro. I might still give myself a chance. I mean, even though I already struck out with two girls, like I'm like, all right, let me see what happens. I'll go to the language exchanges for the next 2 weeks and see what happens. But in the next 2 weeks, if I strike out with women over here in the next 2 weeks, bro, I get numbers, I get ghosted and stuff, I'll just leave, bro. I'm not wasting my time, bro. My boy's been here for 6 months and he's telling me don't waste my time to leave, that he's been getting ghosted every day. But we'll see. Maybe in the language exchange, I'll meet some nice girls and shit. And I did meet some nice girls there last time, but like, I don't know. They weren't my type though, fool. They're like too skinny and shit, fool. Like, I don't know, fool. Like, I'm used to hanging around girls that like, even though sometimes I'm not dating them, I'm still fucking them, you know? Like once in a while I'll go out with them and I'm smashing them, bro. Like I can't see myself going out with some of the girls that I met there and just smash because it's too skinny for me. I'm just like, they have pretty faces, you know, but it's just like not my type. Like they don't excite me sexually, dude. Like when I see Dominican women at the mall and shit, and I go out with them, they're curvy, they're thick, full. Hell yeah, bro. I love that shit, bro. I smashed the last Dominican girl I smashed, had a fat ass, bro. She had a tattoo on her ass that said, "Yes, daddy." Oh, I enjoyed that, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, I went on a date with I met her outside of Comano. She was walking with booty shorts. I pulled her by the hand, got her number, went out with her 3 days later. I banged her out. I banged her. Man, when in 1 hour before I went to go eat dinner with her, and it was like a daytime date. It wasn't even a nighttime date. It was during the daytime, bro. I was talking to her for like about an hour. And after an hour, I took her back to my apartment, bro. And I banged her out, bro. Like when in 1 hour, bro. Too easy. And shit. Dominican women are fucking easy, bro. You can meet a girl at the park, and if she likes you, you could take her back to your apartment. You bang her out in 1 hour. And shit, fool. I'm just being fucking straight up, dog. Like DR has always been good for me, dog. Like first time I went in Santiago, fool, I had a girl grab me by the chest. Like, you're gonna go home with me. I didn't even know who this girl was. I didn't even talk to her, bro. That's why I like Santiago and shit, bro. It's fucking badass, bro. What swing clubs do you can rent in Northeast in Brazil, where it's at? The swinger clubs that I can recommend in Rio, there's like a few, but there's two that I go to. But the one that I like is kind of expensive. It's called Ashley Club. It's called Ashley Club. And to be honest with you, it's better to go on a Thursday. Thursday, because there's only like, they have like a limit. They only allow one guy per every 5 couples. So when I've gone on a Thursday, there's maybe like 20 couples and there's only like 5 dudes. So like you have a good chance of smashing some girls. Friday is pretty good too. That's when it gets really packed. There's like maybe like 100 couples plus. You'll bang some girls as well, dude. Like, bro, just talk English, bro. Like as soon as like I was talking to this one guy, this one black dude, he had like a good looking girl with him, dog. And I was talking to him and shit. He was like, "You want to smash my girl?" "Yes, sir." I love being a thug, baby. Like I love thugging him. Man. Give a fuck, dude. Like I was talking. I don't even remember. I was drunk as hell, dude. But I was. He's such a thug. I don't know what I was talking to him about, but we're talking in English. I know that. And out of nowhere, it's like, "You want to bang my girl?" "Yes, sir." I bend that bitch over and started fucking going to downtown with her, bro. Like, she was thick as fuck too, bro. I enjoyed that, bro. I enjoyed that, baby. Oh, I enjoyed. Oh my god! Then he wonders why he doesn't meet no woman, bro. He's just doing the swinger shit, like, bro. That's why I didn't. That's why I didn't meet nobody in fucking Brazil. Like, I literally, you want to know when I met people in Brazil? It was the last week when I decided not to do the swinger shit because I already cracked like 80 Brazilian girls. I'm like, I'm good, bro. Like, I'm good. So I went to Pedro del Sal on a Monday and I met some locals and shit, some cool girls. And then I met some people. That's when I added a bunch of people on my Instagram. And then I met a nice girl that's super thick that works at the store right here that sells like liquor. And so I bought a bottle of tequila for her, and I'm over here drinking tequila with her and everything, dog. I had a good time. I didn't crack her or nothing because I wasn't there. Like that was like the first time I actually spent time with her. I was leaving the next day and shit, bro. But I could tell you right now, dude, that if I fucking go back, I'm probably have a good chance with her, bro. I think I might be able to crack her and shit, bro. She has a fat ass, bro. Oh my gosh, she's thick, bro. Oh, bro, I wanted to fucking damn. I didn't mess around with her or nothing because there's too many people around us and shit. Fool, you feel me? But I'll tell you one thing right now, dude. Like fucking, I met people in Brazil, and I probably shouldn't be complaining because I'm like, well, how the fuck am I going to meet people if every single week I go to the swingers? That's what I did, guys. Like every single week that I was in Brazil, I went to, even when people would invite me out, I'd be like, nah, I'm good because I was just having too much fun banging girls, dude. Like it was just too much fun. Like I would go to the swinger on a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, bro. Like I would just, man, I had an amazing time, bro. I had an amazing time, bro. Even my boy in Sao Paulo invited me to go out on the weekend. I was like, nah, bro, I'm going to the swinger club. I went to the swinger club in Sao Paulo with one of my homegirls there. And there's like a couples only section, bro. Oh my God. I was getting sucked off left and right, fool. Feeling like King Kong, bro. I walked out of that bitch dumping my chest, bro, like King Kong. But that fucking club, bro. It's called Inner. If you ever go to Sao Paulo, go to Inner, bro. They have a fucking bus in there, a movie there. It's huge, bro. It's like 100 couples plus. It's expensive, but it's worth it. You'll crack at least about 3 to 5 girls, bro. But they have a couples only section, bro. Like only couples could go in there. So I went with my homegirl and I went in the only couple section, bro. Like there's like a fucking orgy in there, bro. I had the time of my life, bro. And I had a time of my life, bro. When I fucking tell you, dude, like I walked out of there like with a Santa Claus face, bro. And bro, like I had like girls that were getting banged out when I would just like put my dick in their mouth, they'll start sucking. Oh. Feel like King Kong and shit. King Kong, fool. Like when King Kong, when he's on the top of the Empire State Building, fool. I walked out like that, thumping my fucking chest, bro. Oh my god, bro. It was one of the best nights of my life, bro. It was fun. It was fun. Oh my god, right. That's why I didn't meet anybody in Brazil, because every single weekend I would go like in Puerto Alegre on the weekend. I went to the swinger club Friday and Saturday. Florianopolis, I went to the swinger club. Curitiba on the weekend, I went to the swinger club and shit. I think I stayed there 2 weekends, right, in Curitiba. Yeah, I think I believe I stayed 2 weekends in Curitiba. Yeah, I stayed 2 weekends, I believe. Yeah, I believe I stayed 2 weekends. Did I or did I not? Yeah, I think I stayed, or I don't know, maybe just 1 weekend, but I went to the swinger club on the weekend in Curitiba. Then I went to Belo Horizonte, and I went to the swinger club there. And I didn't like Belo Horizonte. Was the only one I didn't like. I mean, there was two, but the other one you had to pay through their form of I forgot what they call it. How you paid through? It's Pix, and I didn't have Pix. As a foreigner, I didn't have Pix, so I couldn't go in there. I had to pay with Pix. But the other club, it was really nice, dude. But that was like the first time I went to a swinger club. And I didn't get laid in Brazil. I always got it late, fool. But they had some decent girls, but there was not too many couples. There were only like 10 couples in that one. But the other one that I wanted to go to was really big, and it had a lot of people, dog. Like I went to the one at Villa Bella. Passport probably talks about Villa Bella. It's trash, bro. People don't go to the beach there, bro. I'm telling you, fool. I was there for 2 weekends, bro. And even when they had a holiday there, the beach was still empty. It was a nasty beach. Like there's nobody there. For it sucks, bro. I didn't like Villa Bella for shit, bro. But that's just me, bro. I didn't fuck with it, bro. I didn't like Villa Bella at all, bro. So Villa Bella was just like I was there for 2 weekends. They probably had the worst swinger club I ever seen. But I did smash some girls, and there's some good looking girls, dude. But I didn't like it, bro. Villa Bella was like not good for me, bro. I would never go back there ever again, bro. Villa Bella was the only city that I'll probably never go back to in Brazil ever. Villa Bella and Belo Horizonte are two cities I never want to return, bro. Puerto Alegre, never either. It's okay, but there's nothing to do there. Curitiba, maybe. I like Curitiba. Florianopolis is pretty dope as well. But Curitiba and Florianopolis they're probably the only two cities in the south that I would return to. Sao Paulo, Sao Paulo is okay for like maybe like 2 weekends. Rio is pretty good and shit, dude. The North Coast is pretty dope as well too. Fool. I think Maceió, Natal, Pipa, and fucking Fortaleza are pretty dope ass cities, bro. And shit. Fool. I always met people there when I was in the North Coast. Like always met girls, but that's the thing. Like my issue was I never stayed there long enough. Like you're not gonna meet nobody if you go there for 4 days, and like even if you want to go out with a girl, like it sucks because all the girls that I knew from the North Coast when I was in Brazil this year were hitting me up. Oh, when you come over here, let me know. We could go out. But I just didn't go to the North Coast, and I should have, bro. I went to Argentina. Oh, I went to the swinger club in Argentina. Oh man, I almost hit a blonde girl, blue eyes, bro. Mission accomplished, bro. But almost like that guy told me I could fuck his girl, but she didn't want to for some reason. She's like, nah. But she was bad, bro. She was tatted up, big titties, big ass, bro. Like, man, I had the swinger clubs in Buenos Aires are pretty dope as well, dude. That was a surprise for me, though. As expensive as Buenos Aires was, the swinger clubs over there in Buenos Aires were fucking dope as hell, bro. Not expensive, like $50. I went to the swinger clubs in Buenos Aires, and it was like I went twice. I went on a Thursday, and then I went again on a Saturday, and I had a really good time, bro. No, did I go on a Saturday? No, I went on a Friday. And shit, Thursday, Friday, and then again I went on a Sunday. I banged every single time, bro. Every single time I went out, I banged, bro. I smashed like 7, 8 girls and shit. I had a good time. Buenos Aires is dope, bro. But it's just too expensive, and the dating scene sucks, bro. So, like, unless you know people there, you're probably going to be lonely. But I think I did a video about my apartment there. Yeah, I did a video on my apartment. The apartment that I had was super dope, bro. Super nice, bro. Like, I think for the whole month, it's about $1,000. Everything's expensive at Buenos Aires, right? But that apartment was super nice, really big, AC, TV, had everything, bro. Everything that you need for $1,000 is not bad. I mean, I think it's expensive for Latin America, right? But it's Buenos Aires, and so, but it was like right there, like next to everything, bro. That's actually, it's funny because like That apartment was like 1 block away from a Colombian restaurant, and I met a nice girl that she was from Barranquilla. The waitress, like, yeah, I'm from Barranquilla and shit. Well, she was nice, but I I could tell you right now that Buenos Aires was like a. I want to say it's a hidden gem. I think if the dating scene was to be good in Buenos Aires, I could see myself living there, bro. I'm gonna keep it real, bro. As much as I talk shit about Argentinians, like if I could go out with women over there, I would definitely stay in Buenos Aires, bro. Buenos Aires was dope, bro. I really liked it, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and lie, fool. I like Buenos Aires, bro. But it just fucking sucks for dating and shit, bro. So it's like, and shit, you're not gonna meet women and shit, bro. Um, I like living in cities where I could go out with people, dog. That's why I'm always in Medellin, Cali, or I'm in Santiago, or even in Brazil, bro. But Guadalajara so far hasn't been that good, bro. Um, I'm gonna keep trying. I got like a month, and I'm gonna try again, see if I can reject it some more times. But towards the end of the month, if nothing works out for me, towards the end of the month, I'll just be leaving by August and shit, bro. I'll be out of here for. I'm fucking good, bro. And shit, I'm not wasting my time. Shit. Let me read the comments. Dating in DR is taking a chance no matter where you go. But I like more dating in DR because it has a hookup culture, fool. So you could just go in there and smash, fool. Hell yeah, King Kong Santa Claus. Yeah, bro. Fucking I smashed a bunch of fucking bitches, bro. Any guy that smashes like 5 girls, gets his dick sucked by 5 girls, beautiful girls, and 1 hour is gonna come out with a fucking King Kong smile or King Kong thumping his chest and smile like Santa Claus, bro. Who's not, dude? Hell yeah, bro. And over here, Guadalajara was good last year for the swinger clubs too. Like I smashed a lot of bad ones, bro. That's the only reason why I say. But Guadalajara is a little bit more expensive. Like there's two that I go to. The one that's really good is expensive. It's like $80, but there's like good looking couples there, fool. But it adds up though, and I'm trying to save up money for Colombia, so I can't be going over there anymore, bro. Maybe like one time this month I might go. But the other one that I go to is cheaper. It's $40, but the quality is not that good, bro. If I could be honest, bro. Like lately, like the last 3 weeks, the swinger clubs in Guadalajara have been a really big disappointment, bro. If I could be honest, bro, they haven't been that good. I don't know why not, bro. Like usually you meet some really nice looking girls, dog, but but Medellin is like better because Medellin has like the way hotter women, though. Really bad ones, bro. I fucked some bad culos in Medellin, bro. Medellin, I have options, bro. Have the swinger Tuesday and Thursday. Plus, I have homegirls that I could go out with on the weekends. Plus, two of my boys are there. One from Puerto Rico has moved there now. He's a really good dude. And then the other guy that's from here, that I actually met him in Brazil last month, but he's from Guadalajara. He's here now in Guadalajara. He's going to Medellin like in 3 weeks from now. So I got like people to hang out with now and shit, bro. So that's why I have like more reason to go back and shit, bro. But I'm debating, do I want to do like a month in Medellin, 2 weeks in Cali, or a weekend in Cali, or 2 weeks in Cali, and then maybe from there go from Cali, go to, I don't know if I might not go to Cali, because if I'm gonna go to Dominican Republic, I might as well not go to Cali because there's thick women in Dominican Republic, bro. So it's like fuck that, and it's a lot more safer and shit, bro. So what I might do is I might go over here to fucking Medellin for like a month, and then from Medellin just swing over here and go straight to fucking DR. And should get a plane ticket and go to Dominican Republic, stay there for like about a month, and then from DR just go back home and shit, fly back home. That's what I'm thinking, guys. I'm probably gonna do and shit, bro. But that's it, man. It's already getting late over here. It's gonna be 1 o'clock, guys. But thanks for everybody that hopped on, man. And I wish I could post like some more videos of girls here, but like I don't think the numbers are gonna do good here, bro. Like I already did 2 shorts and like they weren't that good. But I'll see. Maybe I could get some girls on camera, like I said, bro. The fan fest is gonna last another week and a half. Actually, I think I got maybe like 17 more days of fucking around and shit, bro. But we'll see. If not, I'll be bouncing out of here by Medellin. I'll be there by August and shit, bro. But definitely, if I go to Medellin, I'll definitely give y'all content for sure, bro. But anyways, guys, y'all have a good night, guys. Thanks for everybody that hopped on, and take care.